Chapter 545. Pei Yuqing glanced at Zhao Yankai to conceal the coldness in his eyes. Have you had enough fun? Lin Yan mumbled unhappily, so soon? It's still early. Pei Yuqing quipped, or, do you want me to flirt with all the men in this bar tonight? Lin Yan was speechless. Lin Yan wailed in her head when she heard this threat. Go home. Go home. I want to go home. Boss, please calm down. I haven't broken up with Pei Yuqing yet. Are you trying to kill me by making me a cuckold? Pei Yuqing's expression was indescribable when he heard this. Did she mean that she could break up with him? At that moment, Pei Yutong was staring at Lin Yan in horror. It's over, it's over. Why is sister-in-law talking to herself? Is it because she's too sad and has received too much stimulation? Pei Yuqing stayed for a long time this time. He didn't leave even when he reached home. Lin Yan couldn't help but grumble. Why aren't you leaving? I told you that Mr. Pei is overseas. He can't be spending Valentine's Day with you. Just give up. Suddenly, Lin Yan's phone began to ring. Doggy, Lin Yan, why aren't you online? I've been waiting for you. Didn't you promise to spend Valentine's Day with me? Are you going to stand me up? Spend Valentine's Day together. Pei Yuqing narrowed his eyes as he glanced at the nickname Doggy. The profile picture looked familiar. It was Lin Yan's friend who used to live next door. At this time, Wang Jingyang sent another message. Doggy, Lin Yan, have you forgotten what you promised me last night? Alright. I got it. You want more money for Valentine's Day, right? 200 yuan per game should do, right? Hurry up and start the game. I'll help you. I'm going for a diamond tonight. Pei Yuqing finally understood that this lass had been singing, dancing, and eating skewers. She had also found time to earn money. It seemed like she had been very fulfilling. Lin Yan suddenly recalled Wang Jingyang. Oh yeah. I almost forgot about such an important matter. F***CK. What should I do now? Why did you have to possess me at this time? Aren't you preventing me from earning money? Lin Yan looked as though the sky was about to collapse as she paced around anxiously. Fairy sister, do you know how to play games? Lin Yan asked eagerly. Pei Yuqing said, Sister. Lin Yan replied, Yeah, what's the problem? Are you younger than me? It doesn't matter if it's elder sister or younger sister, you have to help me tonight. Regardless of whether this was a personality or a ghost, she had subconsciously assumed that it was a woman. Otherwise, why would she have flirted with Pei Yuqing? Pei Yuqing was speechless. Dog, hurry up and go online. Wang Jingyang kept urging him on the other end. Lin Yan urged her as well. Sister, hurry up. Let's go online first. If you don't know, I'll teach you. Pei Yuqing walked into the living room and sat down on the couch. There were cigarettes on the coffee table, so he unconsciously took one out. He was about to light it up when he remembered that it was Lin Yan's body. He didn't light it up and tossed it on the coffee table. Pei Yutong had been observing Lin Yan for a long time. She had gone to the nightclub and mumbled to herself in a daze. Now, she had even tried to drown her sorrows with a cigarette. She was obviously heartbroken. Chapter 546. Sister-in-law, are you all right? Pei Yutong inched forward cautiously and asked with concern. Out of the corner of his eye, he noticed that Lin Yan was playing a popular mobile game. Huh? Sister-in-law, you're playing Challenger too? That's great. I've been playing it recently too. Why don't I play with you? Pei Yutong was elated. Playing games was good. At least it was safer to play at home. Pei Yutong stole a glance at Lin Yan's ID. Get rich Lin. Sister-in-law. Your ID is very auspicious, wow. Sister-in-law, you're pretty good at this. Daddy, please guide me. Pei Yutong was still excited when he realized that Lin Yan had been pulled into a team. Her ID was riches and honor. Get rich Lin, riches and honor. Pei Yutong muttered under his breath. F***CK. Is this a couple's ID? How could she meet someone who was trying to poach her while playing a game? Lin Yen was speechless. What couple's ID? Their teammates. Earning money was more important. She had to think of a way to get the big deal tonight. Fairy sister, you're so smart. You must be good at games, right? Help me play a few rounds. Today is Valentine's Day, so I'll pay double. Look, we're sharing the same body now. My money is your money, right? We have to earn this money. Lin Yen tried her best to persuade him. Sister-in-law, add me. Pei Yutong urged. He couldn't let the two of them be alone in the game. He had to shine. Pei Yucheng clicked agree and pulled him into the room. Riches and honor, typed, Lin Yen, who is this? This car to kindergarten, typed, I'm her brother-in-law. Pei Yutong revealed his identity. Riches and honor, typed, Lin Yen, that's enough. You mentioned that you have a boyfriend, but now you have a brother-in-law. This car to kindergarten, typed, my sister-in-law has a boyfriend. Her boyfriend is my big brother. Riches and honor typed, alright. Lin Yen, you have a boyfriend. Why would you play games with a single person like me on Valentine's Day? I'll believe you. Are we going to drive or not? Time is money. When Lin Yen saw that time was money, she urged, Fairy sister, hurry up and start. Stop listening to these two idiots. Let me teach you the basic rules of the game. Pei Yucheng replied, all right. Lin Yen heaved a sigh of relief when she saw that he was being cooperative. Then, she began to train him. There are 3 lanes in this game. The top lane is the defensive lane, the middle lane is the sorcerer, and the bottom lane is the archer and support. Later, you will follow Doggy down. You will be the archer, and he will support you. It's best if Pei Yutong can get the entry that he's good at. I think that my body still has memories, so you shouldn't be too bad. Besides, Doggy's skills are pretty good. You guys should be enough to deal with this level. Also, as she was teaching, Lin Yen suddenly felt her consciousness getting further and further away. She was exhausted and couldn't hold on any longer. Before she could finish her sentence, she fainted. The moment Lin Yen fainted, Pei Yucheng carefully selected Kai Wenji. After entering the game, he controlled Kai Wenji, who was his support, to float into the jungle unsteadily and began to fight in the jungle. Chapter 547. That night, Wang Jingyang and Pei Yutong had a taste of what it meant to be a living hell. Riches and honor. Lin Yen, why did you choose support? Riches and honor, why are you in the wilderness? Is this some kind of special strategy? Riches and honor, F***CK. 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 I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Give me some milk. F***CK. I'm right next to you. Give me some milk. Don't poke that bird. I'm worth more than it. This car is going to kindergarten, typed, Daddy. Don't go. Don't go. Come back. That's Daddy. You won't be able to beat him. Come back. This car is going to kindergarten, typed, sister-in-law. Don't go. Don't go. Come back. You're only level 3. You won't be able to beat him. Come back. This car is going to kindergarten, typed, sister-in-law, don't. Please. Why did you choose Kai Wenji again? Don't choose Kai Wenji. I feel dizzy when I see her in front of me. Riches and honor, Lin Yen. If you want to take revenge on society, don't drag me down with you. This car is going to kindergarten, typed, Daddy, I don't want to play anymore. Get rich Lin, typed, let's play again. Riches and honor, this car is going to kindergarten. The next morning, when Lin Yen woke up, she realized that she was lying on her bed. She opened her eyes abruptly, and her first reaction was to struggle to sit up. This was great. She was back in her body. She had been scared to death. Her consciousness had left her body for a long time. She was finally back. She seemed to have fainted halfway through. She hoped that guy wouldn't do anything this time. Lin Yan hurriedly got up and stretched her body. Fortunately, she had taken an injection yesterday, so the pain in her left leg had subsided. She surveyed the room to make sure that nothing was amiss. Then, she left the room. She saw Pei Yutong sleeping on the couch when she reached the living room. Pei Yutong jolted awake when he heard her footsteps. "Oh. Sister-in-law. You're awake." Pei Yutong looked as though he had been ravaged the entire night. He sat up with huge dark circles under his eyes and rubbed his eyes groggily. When he realized that it was Lin Yan, he was so frightened that he almost fell off the couch. He waved his hands frantically and yelled, "Sister-in-law. I'm not fighting anymore, I'm not fighting anymore. I beg you to spare me. If you really want to get more points, I'll spend money. I'll spend money to find a few sparring partners for you, please let me go." Lin Yan stared at him in bewilderment. "Third young master, what are you doing? Sparring partner? Find me a sparring partner? I'm in this line of work myself, why would I need a sparring partner?" Pei Yutong was horrified. "Big sister-in-law. Are you kidding me? You, a sparring partner?" Lin Yan frowned. "Yeah, why?" Pei Yutong gulped, looking horrified. "It can't be. Other people have to pay to play with them, but you play with them. This is killing me. Does the man from last night have a special hobby? Was he a masochist? Otherwise, why would he ask big sister-in-law to be his sparring partner?" Initially, Pei Yutong had been filled with hostility and wariness toward that B** starred. However, after what had happened last night, he only felt pity for him. Lin Yan had a bad premonition when she heard Pei Yutong. She whipped out her phone hastily to check the results of last night's match. Chapter 548. 12 consecutive defeats. Lin Yan, who had never been defeated and had always been the MVP, almost fainted when she saw the results of Crimson Rivers. What the hell was going on? Hadn't she made it clear to that guy last night? Why had he chosen Kai Wenji? He had chosen her the entire night. Fine, it was fine that he had chosen Kai Wenji. To a newbie, Kai Wenji was indeed suitable because a healer wouldn't die easily. But how the hell did that guy manage to kill Kai Wenji like this? She sprinkled a handful of rice on her phone. Could she even play better than that guy's Kai Wenji? Lin Yan glanced at Pei Yutong, who was trembling in fear. No wonder he had been so frightened. After reading the results, Lin Yan clicked on WeChat to explain to Wang Jingyang. "Misty City amid the setting sun. Doggy, are you there?" Doggy has activated his friend request. You aren't his friend yet. Please send a friend request first. You can only chat after the request is accepted. Lin Yan muttered, "Air." Pei Yutong stole a glance at Lin Yan's phone and realized that she had been blacklisted. TSK, he had been worried for so long. Who would have thought that the peach blossom would wither before it could bloom? Suddenly, Lin Yan's WeChat received a video call request. It was from Pei Yutong. Pei Yutong was so emotional that tears streamed down his cheeks when his brother, who had been absent for the entire day, finally called to show his concern for Lin Yan. "Sister-in-law, it's my brother. Hurry up and answer." Lin Yan answered the call hastily and cleared her throat. "Hello, Mr. Pei. Is everything going well?" In the video call, Pei Yutong seemed to be in a hotel room. He was dressed casually in his pajamas. "Yeah, everything is going well. Sorry, it was Valentine's Day yesterday, so I couldn't spend time with you," Pei Yutong said apologetically. Lin Yan replied hastily, "It's fine. Work is more important." "I'm fine. What did you do yesterday?" Pei Yutong asked casually. Lin Yan's eyes darted around as she replied obediently, "Oh, yesterday. I spent the entire day at home reading and studying. I even took the time to practice calligraphy." Pei Yutong was speechless. Lin Yan immediately aimed the camera at Pei Yutong. "Ask third young master if you don't believe me." Pei Yutong, who had been implicated even though he was doing nothing, looked dumbfounded. He looked at the phone with a bitter expression on his face. Yes, yes, yes. Sister-in-law spent the entire day reading and practicing calligraphy. He had never dared to lie in front of his big brother. Pei Yutong trembled in fear as he stood by the side. He was afraid that his brother would discover something. Pei Yucheng chuckled softly as he studied the girl. "Why are you so obedient? Did you do anything else?" Pei Yutong felt extremely guilty. He was so frightened that his heart was about to leap out of his throat. Lin Yan coughed softly. "Something else?" "Cough, yes, yes, other than these, there's also. I miss you." Pei Yucheng was speechless. Pei Yutong, amazing, my father. In the video call, Pei Yucheng raised his eyebrows. If he hadn't been around the entire day yesterday, he would have been fooled by her. But now, he was still willing to be deceived. Chapter 549. At that moment, Pei Yutong finally understood something. He seemed to have overestimated his brother's intelligence. To put it in another way, his brother was a complete idiot when it came to his sister-in-law. To think that she would actually believe a few words of sweet nothings. Indeed, people in love had zero intelligence. After she hung up, she confirmed with Pei Yutong that she hadn't done anything else other than use Kai Wenji to set him and Wang Jingyang up. She finally calmed down. Now that the crisis had been averted, Pei Yutong left in peace. Lin Yan sat on the couch and poured herself a glass of water. Out of habit, she scrolled through her phone to check for updates. Lin Yan stared at her phone. 2 hours ago, the production crew had released an announcement. The gist of the announcement was that the final casting of the racetrack's Grim Reaper, Yeva, would be announced soon. Furthermore, the audition would end in a few days. Most of the comments were filled with anticipation, and Lin Shiya's voice was the loudest. Recently, Lin Shiya had put in a lot of effort in order to secure the role of Yeva. She had participated in all sorts of competitions and events. She had even become an honorary member and sponsor of a famous team in the country. Lin Shiya's official Weibo account was filled with posts about various competitions and her seemingly unique understandings of the competition. If she hadn't invited the imposter, Lin Shiya would have gotten the role a long time ago. Even so, she was confident that she would succeed. However, Lin Yan would never give up the role of Yeva to anyone else, especially Lin Shiya. She would never do that. Lin Yan rummaged through her drawers and found a name card. She glanced at the number on it and dialed it. "Hello." A slightly magnetic voice came from the phone. "Is this Mr. Mark?" Lin Yan grinned at him. "It's me. I'm Mark. Mr. Mark, I intend to audition for the role of Yeva. Do you have time for a chat?" The person on the other end of the line fell silent. "Oh. I see. It's a pity that I've changed my career. I've switched to financial services. If it's an audition, I can give you my address and contact details." "Oh yeah, how should I address you, miss? Are you interested in finance?" Lin Yan was speechless. After she hung up, she jotted down the venue and the person in charge of the audition. Lin Yan contacted Zhao Hongling. Zhao Hongling had already arrived at a cafe nearby. "You want to enter Legend and fight for the role of Yeva?" Zhao Hongling was taken aback when she heard Lin Yan's thoughts. Legend wasn't a small production. Meeting One's Match, which Lin Yan had starred in, was considered a blockbuster in the country. However, it paled in comparison to Legend. This was considered an international IP. Zhao Hongling was familiar with Legend, which was one of the most anticipated blockbuster movies. Although the racetrack's Grim Reaper didn't make many appearances, she was the soul of the movie. She was a legendary character who had appeared throughout the entire plot. She had appeared at the very last moment and fought with her disciple in a race that was considered the race of the century. In this movie, no matter how many scenes the male and female leads had, how extravagant the scenes were, or how powerful they were, or how smooth the plot was, the audience was most concerned about the racetrack's Grim Reaper. Chapter 550. Zhao Hongling could imagine how much pressure she would have to endure if she hadn't performed well in the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper. Sister Ling, what do you think? Lin Yan glanced at Zhao Hongling and chuckled softly. It's going to be difficult. Zhao Hongling snapped out of her reverie and glanced at Lin Yan. Zhao Hongling didn't want to dampen Lin Yan's enthusiasm, but that was the truth. Actually, no matter who played the role, it would be a hot potato. No matter how good one's acting was, there would always be flaws in the role. Besides, given Lin Yan's current condition, it wouldn't be realistic for her to compete with Lin Shia for the role. There are too many fans for this role. Unless Yeva is the one playing it, don't take on this role. It's too challenging. Zhao Hongling analyzed the situation. Lin Yan nodded thoughtfully. If that was the case, there would be no problem. She was the real Yeva. Besides, Lin Shia seems determined to get the role. Zhao Hongling continued to analyze the situation. If the production team is considering the Chinese market, then Lin Shia is indeed a good choice. Anyone who wants to compete for the role has to be able to impress them with her acting skills. Lin Yan agreed with Zhao Hongling's analysis. Lin Shia was very confident about Yeva's role. She had invited the imposter to promote herself and the role. It was a pity that she had taken a leave of absence. Of course, if you really want to fight for the role, I will support you. However, don't get your hopes up. I have some connections that can arrange for you to audition. Zhao Hongling glanced at Lin Yan. Lin Yan nodded. I'll give it a try. What if I succeed? 2 days later, someone from the production team contacted Lin Yan and told her to head to the audition venue. Lin Yan woke up early and freshened up. She put on some light makeup and changed into a casual outfit. Then, she asked Pei Yutong to drive her to the audition venue. Sister-in-law, Daddy. Did I hear wrongly? You want to compete for the role of Yeva? Pei Yutong glanced at Lin Yan with a puzzled expression. Don't look at me. Focus on the road, Lin Yan instructed him. Oh. Pei Yutong hurriedly averted his gaze and focused on driving. Sister-in-law, I've been following Legend of Mir for a long time. I can't wait for the movie to be released. If you can really land the role of Yeva, I promise to book a movie. No, I promise to book 10 movies. However, I don't think you're suitable for the role, replied Pei Yutong. Why not? Lin Yan was puzzled. I don't know either. I just think that unless Yeva plays the role herself, no one else would be suitable. Sister-in-law, think about it. Yeva is famous and influential in the racing industry. As long as it's not her, I think it's a form of blasphemy to Yeva. Pei Yutong replied. Lin Yan was speechless. Sister-in-law, Yeva isn't a fictional character. There is evidence to back her up. If there are any discrepancies in her performance, the fans will be annoyed. Sister-in-law, you have to be mentally prepared. It had to be said that Pei Yutong wasn't stupid. His understanding was on point. Chapter 551. Because of Yeva's existence and her personality, the difficulty of this character was almost hellish. Hence, Lin Yan had no intention of subduing anyone with her acting skills. She just wanted to be herself. Half an hour later, Pei Yutong pulled over to the left side of a building. Sister-in-law, we're here. Lin Yan opened the door and glanced at Pei Yutong. She chuckled softly and said, Thank you for your hard work. When I get home tonight, I'll play with you. Pei Yutong's face fell when he heard Lin Yan. He didn't even respond to her. Instead, he stepped on the accelerator and the car roared to life. In a few seconds, Pei Yutong's car disappeared from Lin Yan's sight. The smile on Lin Yan's face froze. She was a king-level player, yet she was being despised by a weakling like Pei Yutong. Lin Yan walked into the building. The building had more than 80 floors, and the production crew had rented 6 floors for the audition. The elevator was already crowded. Lin Yan scanned the crowd and saw many familiar faces. Some of them were dressed up, and Lin Yan remembered that they were B-list actresses. Some of them were regular guests of popular variety shows. When Lin Yan entered everyone's line of sight, one of the girl's eyes gleamed as she stared at Lin Yan. "Are you Lin Yan?" The girl took 2 steps forward and stared at Lin Yan excitedly. "It's really Lin Yan." "Ah. It's me." For a moment, Lin Yan was still in a daze. Lin Yan had seen the girl on many variety shows. If she remembered correctly, her name was Wang Wenhua. "That's great. It's really you. I love your role as Lin Pianruo. I didn't expect to see you here." The girl beamed at Lin Yan. "Thank you." Lin Yan smiled politely at the girl. "Sister Lin Yan, what have you been up to recently? Do you have any plans to film the second installment of Meeting One's Match?" Sigh. "I haven't read the original novel before. I read it because of your role as Lin Pianruo." Wang Wenhua gazed at Lin Yan. Lin Yan felt a little uncomfortable. This was the first time she had received such passion from her fans because of her acting. Before Lin Yan could respond, Wang Wenhua added, "Oh yeah. Sister Lin Yan, my name is Wang Wenhua. I'm your fan. I know you. I really like your variety show." Lin Yan grinned. Wang Wenhua grinned. "Really? That's great. Sister Lin Yan, hurry up and add me on WeChat." Lin Yan couldn't reject the girl's enthusiasm. "Sister Lin Yan, why are you here?" Wang Wenhua asked curiously. "I'm here for an audition." Lin Yan answered honestly. "Legend?" Wang Wenhua asked curiously. "Yeah." Lin Yan nodded. "We are all here for the audition. Which role is Sister Lin Yan trying out for?" "Yeva." Lin Yan grinned. Everyone in the elevator had a strange expression on their faces when they heard Lin Yan. Some of them even turned to look at Lin Yan strangely. Wang Wenhua was startled. "Sister Lin Yan. Are you talking about the racetrack's Grim Reaper?" Chapter 552. Immediately, the girls in the elevator laughed out loud. Yeva's role isn't something that anyone can audition for. To get the role, one has to be good-looking, have amazing acting skills, and have a wealth of knowledge and practical skills. Yeah. Although Yeva doesn't have many scenes, she is the soul of legend. If she wasn't Chinese, she wouldn't have come here to audition. "Your name is Lin Yan, right? I don't think you need to waste your time. Lin Shia has already decided on the role. Most of them had come to audition, but very few of them had gone to audition for Yeva's role. This was because they knew their place. After Lin Shia had announced that she was determined to get the role, they had given up all hope. Indeed, there have been many actresses who have gone to audition for Yeva's role. Some of them haven't even raced before, yet they dared to try their luck. Before Wang Wenhua could say anything, the elevator had already stopped. It had reached the floor where everyone was. Other than Wang Wenhua, 3 other girls walked out of the elevator. They were also here for the audition. "Sister Lin Yan, I'm here to audition for the role of Yuhan. I'm a member of the WZ team and I'm Chinese like Yeva." Wang Wenhua whispered to Lin Yan. "Huh?" Lin Yan stared at Wang Wenhua in confusion. Yuhan was indeed a member of the WZ team, but he wasn't Chinese. Besides, he was a man. It was obvious that Wang Wenhua hadn't done his homework. Yuhan is a man. He's not Chinese. Lin Yan glanced at Wang Wenhua and reminded her. "How can it be? I've searched online. I remember that it's a girl. Did I search wrongly?" Wang Weinua's expression changed. Lin Yan was speechless. Lin Yan? Who is Lin Yan? Is Lin Yan here? Before Lin Yan could retort, a crisp voice rang out in front of her. Lin Yan raised her hand. I'm here. This is your number. The person in charge handed Lin Yan a number with the number 11 on it. Lin Yan was asked to wait in the makeup room. Recently, there were a lot of actors auditioning for the same role, and they were all arranged to be in the same dressing room. In the dressing room, the contestants could touch up their makeup and wait for the staff to call their number before going to the audition. In Lin Yan's dressing room, there were already many people waiting for the audition. Everyone was wearing a silver uniform and a silver helmet. Lin Yan couldn't react in time. She thought that she had stumbled into a team's reserve room. Lin Yan stood out from the crowd. She wasn't wearing a silver uniform or a silver helmet. Instead, she was dressed casually, which made her look out of place. The girls in their silver uniforms ignored Lin Yan as they sat quietly by the side. 15 minutes later, the person in charge called out several numbers, including Lin Yan's number 11. Lin Yan followed the rest of them out of the makeup room and toward the audition hall. It was very quiet in the audition hall. There was almost no sound. The interviewers were the director and scriptwriter of Legend. Lang Mang's apprentice, Zhou Qiao, was seated in the middle. Zhou Qiao picked up the cup on the table and took a sip. His eyes scanned the crowd. Let's begin in sequence. Everyone has 1 minute to express themselves, Zhou Qiao said softly. Express myself? Chapter 553. All the actresses who had come for the audition had put in a lot of effort for the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper. They had watched almost all of Yeva's competitions. However, they hadn't expected Zhou Qiao to allow them to perform freely. All they knew about the racetrack's Grim Reaper was from watching videos. Furthermore, most of Yeva's scenes were related to racing. Not many people knew about her lifestyle. In that case, how could they perform freely? Contestant 3. Zhou Qiao lowered his head and picked up the documents. Mo Sun, right? You go first. As soon as Zhou Qiao's voice fell, one of the girls in the silver racing uniform seemed a little nervous. She took a deep breath, calmed herself down, nodded, and walked forward. Everyone fell silent as they turned to look at the girl. After about 10 seconds, the girl finally made her move. Everyone watched as she squatted down, as though she was trying to imitate Yeva's performance. Stop. Suddenly, Zhou Qiao told the girl, all right, go back and wait for further notice. The girl's expression changed when she heard Zhou Qiao. She hadn't even started her performance yet. Zhou Qiao had made himself clear, so the girl didn't say anything else. She merely nodded and left the audition hall. Everyone knew that Zhou Qiao had made it clear. There was no need for the girl to continue her performance, as Zhou Qiao and the director hadn't been interested in her at all. Contestant 9, Li Xuanxin, get ready to start your performance. Almost none of the actresses who had come for the audition were able to finish their performance within a minute. Some of them lasted at least 7 or 8 seconds, while others only lasted about 10 seconds. The rest of the actresses frowned when they heard the harsh conditions. They couldn't help but feel puzzled. Wasn't this audition just for show? This couldn't be described as a hellish performance. Even though everyone had put in a lot of effort to get the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper, they only knew about Yeva during competitions. Most of them had only read the news and watched the videos. Hence, they could only imitate Yeva's mannerisms during competitions. However, once the people who had just left started performing in such a manner, they would be stopped after a maximum of 10 seconds. I think the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper has already been decided. It's Lin Xia. That's why the production crew won't consider anyone else. The reason why the auditions haven't ended yet is because they haven't announced the end of the auditions yet. One of the actresses whispered. Everyone agreed with what the actress said. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense for those people to be stopped before they even finished a minute. Number 6, Wei Yutong, that's all. Go back and wait for further notice. Zhou Qiao took a sip of water and turned to the actress on the stage. Wei Yutong, the actress who was supposed to be number 6, stopped what she was doing and glared at Zhou Qiao coldly. I'm sorry, but I have to say something. Since you've already decided on the role of Yeva, there's no need for us to audition anymore. I think it's disrespectful to us. Chapter 554. Hearing Wei Yutong's words, many actresses agreed with her in their hearts. However, they were not as daring as Wei Yutong to say such things out loud. Hearing this, the director and producer of Legend exchanged a look. Ever since they came to Hua Land for the audition, no one had ever said something like that. Miss Wei Yutong, right? Zhou Qiao's eyes trailed to Wei Yutong as he grinned. Do you think that the audition for the racetrack's Grim Reaper is just a simple simulation? Isn't that the case? Wei Yutong was indignant. Interesting. Zhou Qiao sneered coldly. If that's your understanding, then I'm sorry. You're not the right person for this role. Based on your logic, wouldn't it be better to find a female racer to play this role? Why would actors like you have to simulate a race? Or do you think that you're better than a professional racer? Zhou Qiao's words rendered Wei Yutong speechless. Indeed, there was nothing wrong with what Zhou Qiao said. They could easily find a professional female racer to simulate the movements of a racing car. Alright, go back and wait for my notice. Zhou Qiao waved his hand impatiently. The rest of the actresses felt increasingly uneasy as they watched Wei Yutong leave. They had only watched Yeva's competition videos. If they were free to act, they would only be able to imitate the videos. How would they know Yeva's personality? Contestant 11, Lin Yan, get ready to perform. Zhou Qiao spoke after about half an hour. Lin Yan strode to the center of the hall. Zhou Qiao and the others were curious when they saw Lin Yan, who was dressed casually. Lin Yan stood out from the rest of the female actors who were dressed in silver. Zhou Qiao was Lang Mang's disciple, so according to seniority, he was Lin Yan's disciple. However, Zhou Qiao had never had the chance to meet Yeva. Hence, he had no idea that the person standing before him was Yeva. Why are you looking at me? Let's begin, Zhou Qiao replied. Lin Yan didn't speak. Instead, she fell silent. Many years ago, Lang Mang had competed in the first level of the international competition. After the competition, she had almost scolded him until he cried. Just as everyone was getting impatient, Lin Yan opened her eyes again. In that instant, that pair of eyes and the girl in front of him seemed to have changed into a different person. The casual and gentle look in her eyes also vanished in a second. It was as if she was standing at the top of the world, the defending champion. The change in the atmosphere made Zhou Qiao and the director show a rare look of interest. What are you afraid of? Lin Yan glanced at the empty corner with a cold expression on her face. Tell me how I taught you. You disappoint me. Lin Yan shook her head gently. The disappointment on her face was obvious. Cowering before the battle. Lin Yan replied coldly, your teammates gave their all to send you to the first level of the international competition, yet you can't even compare to a deserter. Perhaps your teammates should be ashamed of you. Lin Yan fell silent as though she was listening to something. At this moment, the expressions of the remaining actresses on the stage changed. Chapter 555. If Lin Yan hadn't been standing in front of them, they would have thought that the girl who was performing was a racer who was scolding her apprentice. What was most unbelievable was that this didn't seem like an act at all. Or rather, it had happened before. You're right. Suddenly, Lin Yan, who had been silent for a while, added, every opponent in the first level of the international competition is too strong. You've only lost one race, so that's not scary. What's scary is the passion and fighting spirit coursing through your veins. If you have a desire, I hope that you will fight for your dreams in this competition. From today onwards, I hope that you will transform into a python in the first level of the international competition. Lin Yan fell silent once more. After a few seconds, she glanced at the corner and grinned. She raised her arms and said, "Welcome to this desolate and hellish arena. In my name, I will sweep away all the jackals and tigers. Perhaps one day, you and I will enter an even crueler competition. We will reach the pinnacle and take revenge on our failures." Seconds after Lin Yan's performance ended, the entire place was silent. Everyone's eyes were on Lin Yan, as though they were waiting for her to continue. "Is that all?" The director of Legend couldn't help but ask after a long time. "Yeah, I said that it's over." Lin Yan grinned. "Oh. Sorry, I thought that you were referring to a line in the performance." The director snapped out of his daze. "Miss Lin Yan's performance is really unique. You have performed for the longest time." The producer glanced at his watch. "More than 5 minutes. Mr. Zhou Qiao, as Yeva's apprentice, why don't you comment on it?" The director glanced at Zhou Qiao. "Miss Lin Yan, did you perform Yeva and Lang Mang?" Zhou Qiao asked in surprise. Lin Yan nodded and replied, "Yeah." "Miss Lin, how did you come up with this idea?" asked Zhou Qiao curiously. "Based on what I know, when Mr. Lang Mang first competed in the first level of the international competition, he lost once. Actually, I was just imagining how nervous and uneasy he would be when he competed in the first level of the international competition. As Mr. Lang Mang's master, the racetrack's Grim Reaper, I imagined how she would treat her disciple back then. That was why I made this performance." "Yeah. My master did do something like that, but I don't think Madame Yeva is that fierce." Zhou Qiao chuckled softly. Lin Yan was speechless. However, Miss Lin's performance was really good. She even managed to deceive my senses and make me think that it was real. "That was amazing," Zhou Qiao praised her. "Thank you for the compliment," replied Lin Yan. There was no need to be polite. Just give her the role of Yeva. "Miss Lin Yan, even if you don't get the role of Yeva in the end, we can still give you the role of a female racer," Zhou Qiao said after some thought. Actually, Yeva's role had been confirmed a few days ago. It would be Lin Shia, an A-list actress in the country. There wouldn't be any changes. Chapter 556. The sixth actress, Wei Yutong, had been right. No matter how one performed, they wouldn't be able to get the role of Yeva. After all, the role had already been confirmed a few days ago. The actress who would portray the racetrack's Grim Reaper was none other than Lin Shia. However, Zhou Qiao and the others had been impressed by Lin Yan's performance. Hence, they had decided to let Lin Yan join the cast and play the role of a female racer. The other actresses cast envious glances at Lin Yan. Even if she hadn't gotten the role of Yeva, being able to join the cast and play a role in Legend was already a great achievement. For others, getting a role in Legend would bring their career to a whole new level. "Miss Lin Yan, what do you think?" The director of Legend grinned at Lin Yan. Lin Yan shook her head without hesitation and replied softly, "I'm sorry. I'm here today because of the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper. I'm not interested in the other characters in this movie." Everyone's expression changed when they heard Lin Yan, especially the actresses who had yet to audition. They stared at Lin Yan in disbelief. Had they heard her correctly? How could Lin Yan reject Zhou Qiao? She had even rejected the director and the producer of Legend. She had mentioned that her motive for coming here was obvious. She had no other intentions other than to play the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper. Was Lin Yan joking? She would only play the role of Yeva and not consider any other roles? Who had given her the courage to utter such arrogant words? "I will only play the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper," Zhou Qiao frowned when he heard Lin Yan. He had been in the country for so many days, but this was the first time he had encountered such a situation. He had never met an actress like Lin Yan. "Miss Lin Yan, are you sure you're not joking?" the producer asked. Lin Yan nodded and chuckled softly. "Yeah, I'm not joking. I only want the role of Yeva." I won't play any other role in the movie. I'm not interested in playing any other role. Zhou Qiao scrutinized Lin Yan curiously. To be honest, she had never seen an actress with such a personality in the past few days. Besides, where did she get her confidence from? Why did she think that she was suitable and could play Yeva well? Although the racetrack's Grim Reaper didn't have many scenes in the movie, she was the most difficult character to portray. Furthermore, no matter how good the actors were, racing enthusiasts wouldn't necessarily be impressed by them. Miss Lin Yan, are you confident that you can portray the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper? Zhou Qiao asked Lin Yan. Lin Yan nodded slightly, her eyes brimming with confidence. Indeed, I am the only actress in the country who can portray the role of Yeva well. No other actress can compare to me. The director and producer exchanged a chuckle when they heard Lin Yan. Lin Yan had acted well earlier on, but to them, this was an exaggeration. It sounded arrogant and conceited. Chapter 557. Even the actresses who had yet to audition were frowning and glaring at Lin Yan in an unfriendly manner. Ha! Did I hear wrongly? Other than her, no one else can play the role of Yeva. Who does she think she is? Is she the real Yeva? I don't like her words. What does she mean by saying that she is the only one who can play the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper? Her performance as Lin Pianro in Meeting One's match wasn't bad, but there are too many actresses who are better than her. How can she compare to Lin Shuya and the other actors in the country? I think she is just trying to show off. One of the actresses sneered coldly. To be honest, I didn't think much of her performance just now. It was just a change of style. If we were in her shoes, we wouldn't be any worse than her. Mr. Zhou Qiao is already very lucky to have offered her a role. Who would have thought that she would be so unappreciative? How dare she say that she can only play the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper? What a joke. Miss Lin Yan, why don't you go back and wait for further notice? The producer of Legend waved his hand impatiently. He had never met an actress like her. He had already told her that she wasn't suitable for the role of Yeva. How could she not be satisfied with another role? All right, I'll wait for your good news. Lin Yan glanced at Zhou Qiao and the director with a smile before she turned around and left. At Cloud Manor, Pei Yutong was playing games on the couch. Lin Yan approached him and realized that his results were terrible. Do you need a king to play with me? I promise to help you win. Lin Yan sat down beside Pei Yutong with a smile. Pei Yutong snapped back to his senses. His eyes darted to Lin Yan as he shook his head frantically. No, no, no. Sister-in-law, I think. It's just a game. As long as you are happy, it doesn't matter if you win or not. Pei Yutong swore that he would never play games with Lin Yan again. He wouldn't be willing to play with a king even if she offered him money. Pei Yutong would never forget Lin Yan's performance as Kai Wenji. Most people would play 5v5 games, but it had been 4v6 that night. Lin Yan must have been a spy. Before Lin Yan could reply, Pei Yutong changed the topic. He glanced at Lin Yan and asked hastily, Sister-in-law, is the audition over? Why are you back so soon? Yeah, it's over. Lin Yan nodded. What do you think? There's no hope, right? Pei Yutong was curious. Lin Yan was speechless. This brat really knew how to chat. I don't think so. Lin Yan pondered for a moment before she replied honestly. Isn't that right, sister-in-law? I told you that you wouldn't be able to get the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper. It would be a waste of time. If you have the time, why don't you? Before Pei Yutong could finish, Lin Yan grinned and said, If I have the time, why don't I play games with you? Pei Yutong shuddered at her words, looking horrified. No, no, no. I mean, sister-in-law, if you have the time, why don't you drink tea, watch dramas, or play games? Isn't that a waste of time? Lin Yan glanced at Pei Yutong. She couldn't be bothered to talk to him anymore. She rose and returned to her room. Chapter 558. Actually, when Lin Yan had gone to the audition today, she had never thought that she would land the role of Yeva. Everyone knew that the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper had been given to Lin Xia. Not too long ago, Legend had also released an official statement. If there hadn't been any special circumstances, the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper would never have landed in the hands of anyone else. It would have been Lin Xia. First of all, Lin Xia's acting skills weren't bad. Besides, she had spent a huge sum of money to sponsor a top team in the country for her role as Yeva. She had even become an honorary member of the team. She had also learned a lot about racing. Besides, Lin Xia was very famous in the country. She was beautiful and kind. Recently, the media had been hyping up Lin Xia's good deeds. For example, she had been the founder of Angel's Shelter. Lin Xia was the most suitable candidate to play the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper. There was no one else who could do it. Based on her analysis, it had never occurred to Lin Yan that she would get the role of Lin Xia soon. Even so, Lin Yan didn't feel the slightest bit of emotion. She was determined to get the role, and no one could compete with her. Half an hour later, Lin Yan logged into her social media account, which she hadn't used in a long time. Her username was Yeva. Her profile picture was that of a female character known as the God of War. She had short hair and was dressed in black. The corners of her mouth were curled up, and there was an eye patch over her left eye. A huge sword hung at her waist. Thousands of messages bombarded her the moment she logged in. Butcher typed, "Master, second brother deliberately avoided my car during the first level. Master, you have to control him. Master, quickly expel this evil creature from the sect. Devilish child, Butcher, Master, that bastard second brother gave me the middle finger at the start of the first competition, ah. Bear child Butcher, Master. Where are you? Why did you turn off your phone? In your name typed, Master, Master. Second brother deliberately avoided Butchers and my car during the race. In your name, Python, Master, second bro got first place again. He stepped on Butchers and my corpses to get there. That vile spawn, he even said that he would treat us to a meal, but in the end, he ran away halfway through. In your name, Python, Master, what's going on with you? Butcher said he couldn't get through to you for a long time, Master. Lin Yan scanned through the thousands of messages. Most of them had been sent by her disciples, while some were from the WZ team. There were even some who wanted to collaborate with her. Xiao Ji, you there? Lin Yan was startled when she saw this name. She had already deleted his name. Why had he added it again? Moreover, he had already deleted it more than 10 times, right? Without hesitation, Lin Yan deleted Xiao Ji's account from her contact list. After confirming that she had deleted it completely, she heaved a sigh of relief. Lin Yan clicked on the "In my name" chat. Ha ha ha. After a few seconds. In my name, Python, holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Master, you have come back to life. Yeva, get lost. In my name, Python, Master, is that you? What happened? Your phone has been switched off, and you haven't replied to my messages. We are so worried. Chapter 559. Yeva replied, Bullsh *T. You guys are so happy without me around. In my name's Mang replied, Master, stop fooling around. Where are you? Tell me and I'll come and find you. Yeva replied, I'm busy overseas. I can't go back anytime soon. In my name's Mang replied, Oh, when are you coming back, Master? Yeva replied, Let's talk about this later. I have something to ask you. Is there a movie called Legend that will be filming soon? Will you be in charge of the casting? In your name's Mang replied, Yeah, it seems like it. It's just a movie. I don't have time for this. I'll leave it to my disciple. Yeva replied, all right. Tell the production crew that I want to personally choose Yeva's role. Without my permission, no one can portray Yeva. In your name, Python replied, oh. Master, no problem. I will inform Zhou Qiao. Actually, the producers of this movie had the same intention. They wanted you to personally choose the actress to play Yeva's role, but they couldn't contact you. Even we couldn't contact you, Master. Yeva replied, just get the person in charge of Legend to contact me through this account. Send all the audition videos to me through this account. In your name's Mang typed, Master, I got it. However, Master, can you video call me? What if someone hacked your account? Before Lin Yan could reply, Lang Mang sent her a video call. Lin Yan picked up the call immediately. Master, is it really you? Lang Mang stared at Lin Yan in astonishment. It's me. Lin Yan replied helplessly. Lin Yan was watching Lang Mang, who was wearing his helmet and uniform. He was sitting in his car in a carefree manner. She asked, are you in the race? Lang Mang, who was fully armed, nodded. It's a friendly race. They are too slow, so I'm waiting for them at the finish line. Sigh. I have to stop talking. They are catching up. Master, let's talk after this race. I have many things to ask you. Master, please don't go missing again. Lang Mang hung up hurriedly. If he hadn't been afraid that Lin Yan would scold him, he would have given up on the competition. Lin Yan was speechless. This fellow had actually replied to her during the competition. He had even video called her. Yeva replied, I have something to do. Don't forget what I told you. Contact the producers as soon as possible. I have to choose Yeva's role personally. Lin Yan sent a message to Lang Mang before she read the thousands of messages on her account. She had wanted to reply to them one by one, but she felt that it would be too much work. Thus, she logged out of her account. As soon as he logged out of the account, Zhao Hongling called him. Lin Yan, have you finished your audition? The audition ended a long time ago. Lin Yan grinned. What was the result? Zhao Hongling had no high hopes for Lin Yan at the audition. It's alright, Lin Yan didn't hide anything and told Zhao Hongling everything that had happened at the audition. What? Zhao Hongling sounded agitated when she heard Lin Yan. You rejected Legend's offer because you didn't want to act as a racer? Zhao Hongling had never imagined that Lin Yan would be able to join the production team. She had never imagined that Lin Yan would actually reject a role. Chapter 560. Zhao Hongling fell silent for some time before she asked, Lin Yan, if you could join the cast of Legend, even if it's just a minor role, it would be a huge boon to your career. I want to know why you chose to turn down a role in Legend since you already had the chance to do so. Based on Zhao Hongling's understanding of Lin Yan, she didn't think that Lin Yan would do something like this for no reason. Hence, she needed to know Lin Yan's thoughts. Because I'm only interested in the role of Yeva. I might not be able to perform well in other roles. Lin Yan grinned. That's it? Zhao Hongling was taken aback and in disbelief when she heard Lin Yan's explanation. Lin Yan had rejected the offer because she wanted the role of Yeva. Hence, she wouldn't consider any other roles. Zhao Hongling was rendered speechless by Lin Yan's reason. Lin Yan, you should know that Lin Xia already has the role of Yeva in her hands. There won't be any changes. Even if there isn't a suitable candidate for the role, it would be extremely difficult for you to get it, Zhao Hongling told Lin Yan solemnly. Although the role of the racetrack's Grim Reaper hadn't appeared much in the movie, it was the soul of the movie. Given Lin Yan's current popularity and acting skills, she wouldn't be able to land the role with her own abilities. Hence, Zhao Hongling's intention was clear. She hoped that Lin Yan would get a role in the production crew. Even if it was a minor role, it would be enough. Sister Hong, don't worry. I know. I will join the production crew. Lin Yan chuckled softly. Don't worry. There will be plenty of opportunities in the future. Zhao Hongling comforted Lin Yan. Actually, Lin Yan could understand Zhao Hongling's thoughts and suggestions. If she had been in Zhao Hongling's shoes, she would have done the same. After hanging up, Lin Yan changed and hailed a cab to head to the He family's mansion. Lin Yan hadn't contacted old Zhao in advance, so when she arrived at the He family's house, she realized that there was no one there. Lin Yan called her grandfather and learned that her grandfather and Mo Shuyun were at the He family's training ground. Lin Yan had no choice but to leave the He family mansion and head to the training ground. She had just entered the training ground when she heard the sound of a car engine. Lin Yan spotted many unfamiliar faces at the training ground. They were all wearing the He family team's uniform. Mo Shuyun had mentioned that he had found a batch of fresh blood for the He family team. He had asked Lin Yan to drop by when she had the time. However, she had been busy lately, so she had postponed it until today. Lin Yan had just entered the training ground when she attracted the attention of many young boys. Sigh. Lin Yan. A boy with a buzz cut pointed at Lin Yan and exclaimed in surprise. Did you guys see Meeting One's match? It's Lin Yan, who impersonates Lin Pianruo. Why is Lin Yan here? What's so strange about that? Lin Yan is the old master's granddaughter. Her family owns the He family's car. Hello, Miss Lin Yan. The young team members mustered their courage and strode over to Lin Yan. Chapter 561. Are all of you new members of the He family team? Asked Lin Yan curiously. One of the young men hurriedly nodded and said, Yes, Captain Mo Shuyun asked us to come here. Welcome to the He family team. Lin Yan nodded. Before anyone could speak, Lin Yan pressed on. Oh yeah, where is your captain? One of the young men glanced at the training ground and replied, Captain Mo is training. However, this round should be over soon. As soon as she finished speaking, a silver car stopped near her. The door opened and Mo Shuyun, who was wearing a pair of sunglasses, alighted from the car and removed his gloves. Goddess, what a rare guest. What brings a busy person like you here today? Your presence brings light to our humble home. Mo Shuyun gazed at Lin Yan with a smile. Lin Yan was speechless. Mo Shuyun had only been with the He family team for a short period of time, yet he was already so well versed in the way he spoke. I've been busy lately, so I haven't had the time, explained Lin Yan. Goddess, I'm just joking with you. Mo Shuyun grinned. Recently, I found some good racers to join the He family team. I saw them. Lin Yan nodded. She had to admit that Mo Shuyun was indeed efficient. The old master, He Dinkuan, walked out of the hall. He Dinkuan looked much more energetic than before. He had cut his hair short and dyed his white hair black. Xiaoyan, when did you arrive? He Dinkuan eyed Lin Yan. Grandfather, I just arrived, replied Lin Yan. He Dinkuan chuckled softly. Xiaoyan, look at the He family team. What do you think? Lin Yan surveyed the training ground and chuckled softly. We've changed a lot and are full of vigor. The He family team was indeed more energetic than before. It looked more like a professional team now. In a week, the He family team will be participating in the first battle after the reorganization. Mo Shuyun gazed at Lin Yan solemnly. This was the first battle after the He family team's reorganization. If I lost, the He family team would never be able to make a comeback. First of all, funding was a huge problem. Even though Mo Shuyun had invested quite a lot in the He family team, it was still very limited. Everyone knew that racing was a money-burning business. Without a steady stream of sponsors, it would be impossible for a single person to run and maintain the race. Lin Yan was clearer than anyone else when it came to funding. The He family team, in particular, was just starting out after the reorganization. If the He family team wanted to be a team that could sustain itself, they had to keep winning competitions and raise their level. There was no other way. Let's take a look at the ranking of the teams and the opponents we will be facing soon, Mo Shuyun said. Lin Yan nodded. Indeed, she needed to know more about the He family team and the other teams. Stop what you're doing and come here. Soon, Mo Shuyun looked around and clapped his hands. Captain, what's wrong? We were just about to get into the car to practice, one of the team members said. Chapter 562. A few seconds later, many young racers rushed out of the training ground and stood quietly by the side. Sister. You're here, Yun Xian glanced at Lin Yan and spoke softly. Sister, when did you arrive? He Lifeng asked curiously. Don't speak. Mo Shuyun glanced at He Lifeng and Yun Xian. Both of them hurriedly stood still, not daring to utter a word. Many of you have just joined the He family team, so I'm sure you aren't familiar with it yet. Mo Shuyun spoke after everyone quietened down. The He family team used to be a beginner team, but we are now in the process of restructuring. It won't be long before the He family team's first battle will begin. This battle will determine our team's ranking. Remember this. I don't care how good you were before you joined the team or how good you are at bragging. If I'm not satisfied with your performance in the coming week, you will have to pack up and leave, Mo Shuyun said emotionlessly. The members of the He family team glanced at each other, unsure of what to do. They wouldn't be bothered by a beginner team, but the He family team was undergoing restructuring. They had to redefine their team's ranking. No one knew what kind of team they would be facing in this competition. Also, we need to get to know this lady. Suddenly, Mo Shuyun turned to Lin Yan. Isn't she? Lin Yan? The actress who played Lin Pianruo in Meeting One's match, one of the team members exclaimed in surprise. Yes. Mo Shuyun nodded. Miss Lin Yan is the soul of our team. She is also the best racer in our team. She has defeated the entire team before. I heard that the competition was rigged, one of the team members muttered softly. Captain Mo, all of us joined the He family team because of you. Needless to say, we all know how capable you are. However, it doesn't seem meaningful to flatter Miss Lin like this. At this moment, one of the team members looked at Mo Shuyun and said with a smile, Miss Lin is an actress and her acting skills are very good. Moreover, she is the granddaughter of old Master Lin, so she knows a little about racing. That's not a big deal, but to say that Miss Lin beat the entire team. This. If you want me to believe it, I'll have to go against my conscience. Ha ha ha, that's right. Captain Mo, Miss Lin can be our cheerleader. Once we see Miss Lin, we'll immediately be full of energy. No matter how strong the enemy is, we'll be crushed by her. Sigh, Miss Lin is really beautiful. Miss Lin, you look even better in person than on TV. Miss Lin, I'm a loyal fan of yours. Captain Mo told me that you're a member of the He family team, so I came to join. Lin Yan was speechless. Lin Yan didn't know whether to laugh or cry as she listened to everyone's comments. Should she be happy or sad? Miss Lin, when the team ranking competition starts, you must come and cheer for us. The group of kids stared at Lin Yan with gleaming eyes. Mo Shuyun felt helpless. These people weren't listening to him at all. Forget it. Get lost and train. Mo Shuyun massaged his temples. Chapter 563. After the team members left, He Dingkuan, Lin Yan, and Mo Shuyun entered the lounge. Mo Shuyun retrieved a stack of documents and placed them on the table. He gazed at Lin Yan solemnly. The situation is more serious than I had expected. What's wrong? Lin Yan asked, looking puzzled. It's about the competition system. Mo Shuyun explained, in a week, there will be a change in the country's rules. All the teams, regardless of whether they are top teams or third-tier teams, will have to be reclassified. In other words, if we're unlucky, we might not even be able to win the first race. How many races will there be? Asked Lin Yan. 3 races. Mo Shuyun frowned. You mean, the chances of us meeting the top teams? Lin Yan fell into deep thought. Very high, replied Mo Shuyun. Which teams are participating in the competition this year? Lin Yan asked after some thought. He Dinkuan flipped through the information and said, all the teams that are participating in the competition are teams that lost last year's competition. There are many top teams, led by K1 and WW. There are more than a dozen top teams, and there are more than 60 mid and junior teams. Based on this, the chances of us meeting the top teams aren't high. Lin Yan analyzed the situation. No. Mo Shuyun shook his head and peered at Lin Yan. In theory, it isn't high. However, there are more than 60 teams. The number we got is 52. Lin Yan fell into deep thought as she listened to Mo Shuyun. There were more than 60 teams, and the He family team had drawn 52. This meant that they had to wait for the other 51 teams to finish their races before they could compete. If the other 51 teams met the top teams, they wouldn't stand a chance of winning. They would be eliminated early on. If that was the case, the He family team's chances of meeting the top teams would increase tremendously. If they were unlucky, the He family team would be eliminated in the first race after the reorganization. If that happened, it would be a devastating blow to the He family team. You and I will compete that day, said Lin Yan. However, Mo Shuyun shook his head and said with a frown, the whole team has to go. The new rule of the competition is the relay race, and several runners will be randomly selected. If we don't get you or me, it wasn't that Mo Shuyun was pessimistic. It was just that such a situation was very likely to happen. Furthermore, if they were to meet a top team like K1, they wouldn't stand a chance of winning even if they got both of them. Mo Shuyun's expression was solemn as he said, this is too passive for us. With our strength, the consequences will be unimaginable if we end up with a top-tier team. Like K1? Asked Lin Yan. Yes, it will be the most brutal competition, Mo Shuyun said. It might be quite cruel. Lin Yan grinned at him. Don't be so pessimistic. The competition hasn't started yet. Chapter 564. Mo Shuyun's eyes darted to Lin Yan. He couldn't understand. He had already analyzed the situation to her. Logically speaking, Lin Yan should have a good idea of what to do. However, Mo Shuyun didn't detect a trace of unease in Lin Yan's eyes. It was as though the rules were the same to Lin Yan. Goddess, you might not be familiar with the new rules. Let me give you an example. It's like a martial arts competition. We're just a small sect, but we might have to face the leader of the martial arts competition. We might be killed with a single punch, and there would be no way for us to make a comeback. Mo Shuyun glanced at Lin Yan. At first, we only needed to compete with other sects of the same level. In Mo Shuyun's opinion, Lin Yan was an actress, so she might not be familiar with the rules of the racing industry. However, he had given her an example. Yeah. I understand. Lin Yan contemplated it for a moment before she nodded. Before Mo Shuyun could respond, Lin Yan added, it's pretty good. Mo Shuyun was speechless. She was saying that it was pretty good? Was she being serious? Think about it. Our team has just been reorganized, and now we're in the middle of a grand competition. Who knows, we might become a top team. That would be great. Lin Yan grinned at him. The corners of Mo Shuyun's mouth twitched. He was at a loss for words. Even though Lin Yan was an excellent racer who had defeated a team like WW, she still couldn't do anything about it. In the country, WW wasn't the best team. There were other teams that could defeat them. If they met a team like K1, even if he and Lin Yan were to compete at the same time, they wouldn't stand a chance. That was the reality. Goddess. You're really optimistic. Mo Shuyun couldn't help but sigh. What else? Asked Lin Yan. Disband the team? Mo Shuyun was speechless. We don't have the ability to change the rules. Even if that's the case, we can only accept it. We can't be afraid before the battle begins. Lin Yan grinned. Besides, wasn't your goal the international competition? This is just a domestic competition. Why are you so afraid? I have to take my time to achieve my goal. How can I achieve it in one go? Mo Shuyun sounded awkward. When will the competition begin? Asked Lin Yan. About a week from now, but we still have to wait for the official notification, Mo Shuyun said. Old Master He Dingkuan and Mo Shuyun weren't optimistic about this competition. However, to Lin Yan, everyone was equal. That made no difference to her. Indeed, all beings were equal. No matter who came, they wouldn't be any different from Lin Yan. This was the true meaning of equality. Lin Yan was only worried that she wouldn't be picked to compete. As for the so-called best team in the country, Lin Yan didn't care at all. 2 days later, Zhao Hongling called Lin Yan. Zhao Hongling's tone told Lin Yan that she had become the top trending topic. After she hung up, she clicked on the trending page. It was a short clip of Lin Yan's audition. It had to have been recorded by another actress. It hadn't been released by Legend's official website. The general meaning of the video was that no one in the country could play the role of Yeva except for Lin Yan. Some parts of the video had been taken out of context to make Lin Yan sound arrogant. Lin Yan felt a little helpless as she scrolled through the comments section. As expected, this was the first time in her career that she had been bombarded with comments. Chapter 565. Lin Yan fell into deep thought as she read the friendly comments. This time, Lin Yan had been scolded badly. She had already been very polite about how shameless she was. Most of the insults were even more vicious. However, Lin Yan, who was used to such comments, didn't feel anything. Tourist 12342 typed, Lin Yan is too shameless. Is she the only one in the country who is qualified to play my idol? What a joke. What does she know? How dare she compete with Lin Xia? Who does she think she is? I want to date. Hammer commented, Lin Yan has played her cards so badly. Initially, she had a chance to clear her name with meeting one's match. However, she said such things during the audition. A leopard can't change its spots. There's no way to save her. My mom hasn't hit me in 3 days. Actually, it's fine to say such things, but you have to be capable. Lin Xia has done her homework and is a sponsor of a top racing team. I heard that Lin Xia is undergoing devilish training. If she has a chance to compete with a racing team, what does Lin Yan have? Is she relying on hype? Yeva's only man typed, I heard that Lin Yan's grandfather has a team. Lin Yan used this connection to sneak into the He family team. In the end, the He family team is about to disband because of Lin Yan. They just reformed recently and will probably disband soon. Given her current situation, she would have to be crazy to act as Yeva. Lin Xia's oversized towel typed, I'm speechless that my Xia has such a sister. First, she wants to snatch Xia's fiancé. Then, she claims that Xia's angel's shelter belongs to her. She either freeloads off her sister's popularity or tries to disgust her sister. She's so shameless. Lin Yan swiped her finger across the screen and flipped to the next page. The comments on the first page might be harsh, but they were still acceptable. However, the second page was filled with curses and insults. Lin Yan glanced at the number of shares. It hadn't been long, but it had almost reached 100,000. It's easy to be insulted. Lin Yan fell into deep thought. When meeting one's match had become popular, it hadn't exceeded this number. Soon, Lin Yan's phone rang. It was Zhao Hongling. Zhao Hongling hadn't expected the speed at which the video had spread. Just this video alone was enough to ruin Lin Yan's career. Zhao Hongling wanted Lin Yan to sever all ties with the production crew of Legend. Furthermore, she couldn't say a word about this matter. She would wait and see if this matter could be resolved. Lin Yan had no choice but to go along with Zhao Hongling's wishes. After she hung up, she logged into her social media account. In your name, Python, Master, where are you? Why did you disappear again? Didn't you say that the video competition was over? In your name, Mang replied, Master, I've contacted the production crew of Legend. They are shocked that you would personally choose the actress. However, they said that Yeva's role has already been chosen. It's called Linya. We aren't familiar with the entertainment industry, so we don't know much about the actors in this country. I can't make a decision, so I told them that I will wait for my beautiful master to make the decision. Chapter 566. Butcher, the Brat. Butcher typed, Master, why did you contact Lang Mang? Why didn't you contact me? Master, do you not love me anymore? Butcher typed, Master, hurry up and contact me. One more thing, it hasn't been peaceful here recently. There's a handsome and beautiful man who's been asking about you, Master. I feel that he's very dangerous. Even that man's subordinates are very powerful. Master, did you offend someone? Master, say something and I will drive my precious car over and kill him. Lin Yan felt a headache coming on as she read the messages. She had no choice but to read the messages from her disciples. However, Lin Yan's expression changed when she read the butcher's last words. Handsome and handsome? He was extremely dangerous. Lin Yan could only think of one person. Xiao Ji, damn it. She had blacklisted him. How could he do something else? Lin Yan shuddered uncontrollably at the thought of that man. She shook her head and tossed the thought of Xiao Ji out of her mind. Lin Yan sent a message to Butcher. Yeva typed, just say that you don't know where I am or that I'm dead. If you dare reveal any information about me, I will drive over and kill you. However, Butcher wasn't online right now, so he had missed the chance to interact with his master. After sending the message, Lin Yan glanced at her contacts. Indeed, the person in charge of Legend had added Yeva's account. Lin Yan accepted the friend request and received the message. Go11 typed, Hi, I'm from the official production team of Legend. Yeva replied, Oh. Go11 typed, Miss Yeva, it's an honor to be able to contact you. Mr. Lang Mang has told me everything. We have found the most suitable candidate for your role. We believe that you will be satisfied. Yeva typed, Send me all the information. I will make my own judgment. Go11 typed, Okay. 10 seconds later, Lin Yan received a lot of information about Lin Shuya, including her audition video. Yeva typed, I will reply to you after I'm done. After Lin Yan sent the message, she didn't even glance at it. Instead, she scrolled through the comments section that had been bombarded with negative comments. I will be rich tomorrow replied, I support Lin Yan. She's the best. I won't accept any objections. In a matter of seconds, there were more than 10 comments under her account. You're Lin Yan's diehard fan. How dare you come out and cause trouble? My Yasuo doesn't have an E, this is a newly registered smurf. Could it be Lin Yan's alternate account? The corners of Lin Yan's mouth curled into a smile. That ID was so obvious, so it had to be her alternate account. Her real self was using it to cheer for herself. How infuriating. Lin Yan didn't reply. Instead, she logged into Yeva's account again. Yeva replied, Yeah, I've read the information. I don't think she's suitable. If it's convenient, we can replace her. Miss Yeva, are you saying that Lin Shuya isn't suitable and you want to replace her? The production crew was taken aback when they heard Lin Yan's news. How had they finished reading Lin Shuya's information in such a short time? Chapter 567. Yeva replied, "Yeah, I don't know much about other actors, but she isn't suitable for the role." Go 11 replied, "Miss Yeva, I think this actress is suitable for the role. You might not know her well, but she has acted in a racing movie before. Also, she is a sponsor and a member of a top racing team in the country. I heard that she is extremely talented, and she will soon be accepted as an official member of the team. She will be competing with the racing team on the track." Lin Yan was taken aback when she read the message. Lin Xia was talented and would soon be accepted as an official member of a top racing team in the country. She would be competing? Lin Yan smiled faintly. It seemed like Lin Xia was really interested in racing. It wasn't just because of Yeva's role. Yeva replied, "I still don't think she's suitable. I hope that I can choose her myself." The producers of Legend were hesitant. They hadn't expected Yeva to be so serious. Although they were the official producers of Legend of Mir, if Yeva didn't agree to it, it would be troublesome for her to play the role of Yeva. It would affect the progress of the entire movie. Yeva replied, "Send me the information and videos of all the actresses who have auditioned for Yeva's role. I will see if I can find a suitable one." Go 11 replied, "Miss Yeva, all right then. Miss Yeva, where are you now? Do you have a chance to talk to me?" Yeva replied, "Sorry, I'm very busy. I don't have time." Soon, Lin Yan received the information of hundreds of actresses from the country. Lin Yan had nothing to do in the past 2 days. She had been waiting for her audition video. During this time, Lin Yan's audition video had been leaked, and it had become a hot topic. Yesterday, Lin Xia had been invited to an interview because she was going to be cast as Yeva in Legend. One of the reporters had mentioned Lin Yan's audition video. Lin Xia had responded to the reporter's question with a pained expression. If her sister wanted the role, she would give it to Lin Yan. Lin Xia's comments had also become a hot topic, which was a stark contrast to Lin Yan's. Tourist 432 had typed, "Lin Xia is too kind. How could she be willing to give the role to someone like Lin Yan? Look at the younger sister and then look at her older sister." Sealhead Lingchong replied, "Do you think you can just let Lin Xia do as she pleases? The producers of Legend aren't fools. They won't agree to it. Even if they agree, will Yeva's huge fan base agree?" Lin Xia was a kind and beautiful woman, while Lin Yan was the epitome of evil. Almost everyone was boycotting Lin Yan, and slogans like, "Get out of the entertainment industry," were everywhere. Naturally, Lin Yan had read Lin Xia's comments online. However, she knew exactly what Lin Xia was thinking. Lin Xia was merely trying to portray herself as kind and beautiful. At the same time, she was trying to make Lin Yan look even more vicious. It was impossible for her to give up her role, but if she did, the netizens would hate Lin Yan even more. Lin Yan wasn't interested in Lin Xia's reaction. Lin Yan was watching a video that Legend of Mir had sent her. The content of the video was his audition a while ago. Chapter 568. 10 seconds later, Go 11 typed, "Miss Yeva, this actress has many scandals in the country. Recently, almost everyone has been boycotting her. If she were to play the role," Yeva replied, "this has nothing to do with me. I just want to know if she is suitable and capable. You can decide for yourself." After Lin Yan sent the message, the production team fell silent. They must have gone to discuss the matter. Although the production team was reluctant, they knew that if Yeva insisted and refused to let another actress play the role, it would be troublesome. Besides, the country was only one of the markets for Legend. Go 11 sent another message in the evening. "Miss Yeva, we have discussed and decided to respect your decision." Yeva typed, "Good luck." 2 days later, the production team announced that Yeva's role had been finalized. At the same time, Lin Yan received a call from Lang Mang's apprentice, Zhou Qiao. Lin Yan naturally knew why Zhou Qiao had called. Lin Yan headed to the production team at the appointed time. "Miss Lin Yan, we meet again." Zhou Qiao rose from his chair and greeted Lin Yan with a smile. Hello, Mr. Zhou Qiao. Lin Yan nodded with a smile. Miss Lin Yan, this is the director. Zhou Qiao gestured to a bespectacled, white-haired man. Hello, Miss Lin. My Chinese name is Gao Fushuai. The director smiled at Lin Yan. Lin Yan was speechless. Who had given him that name? Hello, director, Lin Yan replied. Miss Lin Yan, we were very satisfied with your performance at the audition. We think that Yeva's role is suitable for you. Zhou Qiao glanced at Lin Yan. Oh. Really? That's great. It was unexpected. Lin Yan nodded eagerly. Miss Lin Yan, Lin Shia is your sister, right? Zhou Qiao asked. What's wrong? Lin Yan was puzzled. Oh, nothing. We wanted to give the role to Lin Shia, but we thought that Miss Lin Yan was more suitable. Zhou Qiao grinned. Is that so? Lin Yan glanced at Zhou Qiao. Then wouldn't I be stealing someone else's role? The director scrambled forward. No, no, no. Miss Lin Yan, this has nothing to do with you. We just don't think that Miss Lin Shia is more suitable than you for the role. Lin Yan wasn't snatching the role. Lang Mang and even Yeva were competing for it. They could only blame Lin Shia for not meeting Yeva's standards. There was nothing they could do about it. Zhou Qiao smiled. Fortunately, we didn't sign a contract with Miss Lin. If you don't have any problems, we can confirm the roles first. Are you sure you want me to act? Lin Yan glanced at the director and the others. Yes, I'm very sure. The director nodded quickly. He wanted to use Lin Shia, but Yeva wouldn't allow it. Does Lin Shia know about this? Asked Lin Yan. We haven't had time to inform Miss Lin Shia. Besides, we only had a verbal agreement with her. We didn't have to inform her or explain anything. The producer grinned at Lin Yan. All right then. Chapter 569. After signing the contract, Lin Yan returned to Cloud Manor. She lay on the couch and scrolled through her phone. At the moment, she was still the most popular celebrity online. The slander and criticism against her had never stopped. However, Lin Yan didn't care about the criticism online. She was used to it. She would feel uncomfortable if no one slandered her. Sister-in-law, are you there? Pei Yutang's voice was heard outside. Yes, the door isn't locked, replied Lin Yan. The door swung open and Pei Yutang walked in. Sister-in-law, we're doomed. We're doomed. Pei Yutang stared at Lin Yan with a long face. What's wrong? Lin Yan was puzzled by Pei Yutang's expression. Sister-in-law, something bad has happened. I'm dead meat. Pei Yutang sighed heavily. Speak. Lin Yan glanced at Pei Yutang impatiently. Who had this kid learned this from? Sister-in-law, don't you know that it's about the racing rules? Pei Yutang blurted out anxiously. Racing rules? Lin Yan frowned. She had no idea what Pei Yutang was talking about. Yeah. Pei Yutang nodded fervently. That's right. Many teams in the country are going to be reclassified. My team was originally a beginner team, but they are going to be reclassified this time. If we don't handle it well, we might encounter the top teams. What should we do? That's it? Lin Yan glanced at Pei Yutang in confusion. Yeah. Pei Yutang nodded furiously. Lin Yan was speechless. She had thought that something big had happened when she had heard Pei Yutang's tone and expression. Lin Yan glanced at Pei Yutang and said earnestly, It's okay. It's okay? Pei Yutang scratched his head. Why not? Lin Yan glanced at Pei Yutang. Because it's your team, not mine. What's wrong with it? Pei Yutang stared at Lin Yan in confusion. The corners of his mouth twitched. Sister-in-law, Daddy. You can't just stand by and watch. My team can't continue to lose like this. Your team has been losing anyway. It doesn't matter if you lose a few more races. Aren't you and your team used to it? Lin Yan grinned at him. Sister-in-law, you're right. No, it's different now. Pei Yutong hurriedly shook his head. Sister-in-law, you have no idea. I spent a lot of money to hire an amazing racer. I wanted to win a few races and raise the level of the team. Who knew that the competition system would suddenly change? It's a ranking system. Pei Yutong glanced at Lin Yan helplessly. Daddy, there are many top teams in this competition. If I lose again, I will disband. Lin Yan was aware of the rules of the competition. However, Pei Yutong didn't have to worry about it. He was rich, so why would he disband the team? You don't need sponsors or investors. Lin Yan glared at Pei Yutong. Pei Yutong shook his head furiously. Sister-in-law, I need it. I don't have much money to begin with. Besides, I spent a lot of money to hire a racer. I don't have much money. Lin Yan glanced at Pei Yutong in confusion. Don't tell me you want me to invest in you? Chapter 570. Anything can be discussed, but investment is out of the question. Lin Yan interrupted Pei Yutong hastily. Asking for her money would be akin to asking for her life. Most importantly, she didn't have any money. Hee. Pei Yutong grinned at Lin Yan. Daddy, listen to yourself. I don't need you to invest. I just need you to plead with my brother to stop restricting my finances. If that's the case, it doesn't matter even if I lose. Huh? Lin Yan shook her head frantically. If you want to die, do it yourself. Don't drag me down with you. Pei Yucheng's attitude was very clear. He had restricted Pei Yutong's finances because he didn't want him to mess with his team. If she got involved, Pei Yucheng might find out that she was in cahoots with Pei Yutong. Daddy, don't leave me in the lurch. Pei Yutong cried hastily. I'm not leaving you in the lurch. I'm buying one, getting one free. Lin Yan sounded helpless. What do you mean by buying one, getting one free? Pei Yutong was puzzled. You're digging your own grave and dragging me down with you. Isn't this buying one free? Lin Yan quipped. Pei Yutong was speechless. Pei Yutong pondered this for a moment before he raised his head and gazed at Lin Yan. Daddy, actually, I have a good idea. Daddy, come to my team and help me get through this. Lin Yan was speechless. Let her off, I don't have time. Lin Yan shook her head. Daddy, you're so cruel and heartless. Pei Yutong gazed at Lin Yan, aggrieved. Pei Yutong had come up with several plans, but he hadn't expected that none of them would work. Was his team really going to be disbanded? What's the number your team has drawn? Lin Yan asked Pei Yutong. I think it's number 4, replied Pei Yutong. Then what are you afraid of? Lin Yan glanced at Pei Yutong. The chances of your team meeting a high-level team are slim. Pei Yutong's team had to compete in several competitions. Pei Yutong's team had drawn a number near the front, so they were most likely to meet some beginner and intermediate teams. There weren't many high-level and top-notch teams. Even if they met one, it would be good enough. That's true. Pei Yutong nodded eagerly after hearing Lin Yan's analysis. Lin Yan was speechless. What was this kid worried about? She hadn't had many scenes with the production crew. She would only appear at the end of the filming. Hence, she had plenty of time to attend the He family team's competition. Daddy, the He family team will be participating in the competition too, right? Pei Yutong glanced at Lin Yan thoughtfully. Lin Yan had nothing to hide. Given the He family team's current situation, it wouldn't be a problem for them to participate in the competition. Pei Yutong rubbed his hands together in anticipation when he found out that the He family team would be participating. If only my team could compete with the He family team. This way, I'll definitely win. Lin Yan replied solemnly, good luck. In the past few days, Lin Yan had been keeping an eye on the competition and the popularity of her audition video. Compared to a few days ago, the popularity of the audition video had increased by quite a bit. Apart from netizens, many media outlets had also started to create topics of discussion. The theme was very clear. It was nothing more than to defame and earn traffic by relying on human blood. Chapter 571. Lin Yan browsed through several articles on social media. One of them accused her of being an ingrate who had been brought into the entertainment industry by her sister, Lin Xia. However, she couldn't stand the fact that her sister was more famous than her. First, she had snatched her sister's fiancé. Then, she had stolen her sister's charity, Angel's Home, and now, she had snatched Lin Xia's role. Netizens would easily agree with such accusations. Any article that slandered Lin Yan would be forwarded at least 10,000 times. However, Lin Yan was already used to seeing these people's blood. At noon, Lin Yan tossed her phone aside and went to wash up. Then, she called Zhao Hongling and told her to meet her at a nearby cafe. Zhao Hongling had no idea that Lin Yan had gotten the role of Yeva, so Lin Yan didn't reveal it. She merely told Zhao Hongling to meet her at the cafe. Zhao Hongling glanced at Lin Yan in confusion. Did you call me here in such a hurry because of the news about you? Lin Yan shook her head and grinned. Sister Ling, am I that weak? I'm used to it. Zhao Hongling was speechless. In hindsight, Lin Yan had been slandered ever since she had entered the entertainment industry. Sister Ling, accompany me to Legend, said Lin Yan. Legend of Mir 2? Zhao Hongling was surprised. Why are you going there? Zhao Hongling knew that the production team was holding a press conference today to discuss Yeva's role and other details of the movie. I'm going to join the production team, replied Lin Yan bluntly. Zhao Hongling frowned when she heard Lin Yan. A few days ago, Lin Yan had told her that the production team wanted her to play the role of a professional racer. Zhao Hongling had been in favor of it. However, the rumors about Lin Yan were too intense, so she wasn't sure if it would be a good or bad thing for her to get involved with the production team. However, since Lin Yan had already said so, Zhao Hongling couldn't say anything else. After spending some time with Lin Yan, she could tell that Lin Yan was a mature and strong-minded person. Hence, she trusted her decision. Why didn't you discuss this with me? I wasn't prepared at all. Zhao Hongling glanced at Lin Yan helplessly. You didn't need to prepare anything. That's good enough. Lin Yan grinned at Zhao Hongling. Zhao Hongling sighed heavily. She really didn't know what to do with Lin Yan. Zhao Hongling led Lin Yan to the address Lin Yan had given her. At a large clubhouse. Legend's press conference would be held there. Zhao Hongling parked the car and followed Lin Yan outside the club. Now, the surrounding area had long been surrounded so tightly that not even a drop of water could trickle through. Reporters were everywhere. The number of media that were invited and qualified to enter the venue for interviews was very limited, and most of the media reporters could only wait outside. Lin Xia. Suddenly, an exclamation came from the crowd. Immediately, everyone looked forward. The girl was wearing a red floral dress. Her hair was slightly coiled up, and there was a faint smile on her face. She looked sweet and lovely, and her temperament was excellent. Miss Xia, are you here to attend the press conference? As soon as they saw Lin Xia, the reporters swarmed over like a tidal wave. Yeah. The smile on Lin Xia's face didn't fade as she smiled at the reporters. Miss Xia, you look so beautiful today. You look so classy. Thank you. Lin Xia smiled elegantly. Chapter 572. Miss Xia, everyone knows that you got the role of Yeva in the movie Legend of Mir. I heard that because of this role, you have sponsored a top team in the country and become an honorary member. Is this true? Lin Yan nodded and replied softly, yes, it's true. However, I didn't do it because I wanted to play the role of Yeva. If it's not because of Yeva's role, what is it? Miss Shia, can you tell me? I think racing is cool and charming. Besides, I've been interested in racing since I was young. This time, I'm fulfilling my dream. Lin Shia grinned. Miss Shia, besides being an actress, your sister, Lin Yan, is also a racer. She is currently working as an ordinary member of your grandfather's team. What do you think of Lin Yan's racing skills? How does she compare to you? Lin Shia's eyes gleamed with disdain at the mention of Lin Yan. However, she maintained a faint smile and replied, since sister is a racer, I'm sure she is capable. One of the reporters chuckled. Miss Shia, you're being too polite. If Lin Yan was really a racer, the He family team wouldn't have had to reorganize and face the threat of disbanding. This time, the competition will be a nightmare for the He family team. I believe that it won't be long before they disband. Miss Shia, will you consider helping the He family team overcome this crisis? Lin Shia fell silent for some time before she replied, the He family team belongs to my grandfather. If there is a need, I will help them overcome this crisis. However, I'm currently a member of the ZF team. I can't compete as a member of the He family team. This might be a little difficult. If it weren't for Miss Lin Yan, I believe that Miss Shia wouldn't be in such a difficult position. Indeed. Miss Shia, you were the one who brought Lin Yan into the entertainment industry. You gave her all the best resources, but who would have thought? Lin Shia shook her head. Sister must have her own difficulties. Miss Shia, perhaps kinship is important to you and you value it a lot. However, some people aren't worth it. You should have seen the video of Lin Yan's audition with the crew of Legend, right? During the audition, Lin Yan claimed that she was the only one qualified to play the role of Yeva. Doesn't she know that the production crew has already given the role to Miss Shia? How could she say such things? Lin Shia sighed helplessly. I've asked the director, but he said that I'm the most suitable person for the role. Even if I wanted to give it to sister, the production team wouldn't agree. Miss Shia, you mustn't harbor such thoughts. Besides, Lin Yan's acting skills allow her to play the role of Lin Pianruo. However, not everyone can play Yeva. It seems like we came at the wrong time, Zhao Hongling said as she looked at Lin Shia, who was surrounded by reporters. Chapter 573. Lin Yan hadn't expected that Lin Shia would attend the event. Logically speaking, the production team would have informed Lin Shia beforehand. However, Lin Yan wasn't sure how the production team would handle the matter. She had no right to ask. It didn't matter anymore. She had already signed a contract with the production crew for the role of Yeva. There was no way she could change it. Before long, Lin Shia nodded at the reporters and entered the venue. Sister Ling, let's go in. Lin Yan glanced at Zhao Hongling. Zhao Hongling pondered this for a moment before she glanced at Lin Yan. We can wait. There are too many reporters around. Lin Yan grinned at Zhao Hongling. Sister Ling, don't worry. The reporters won't leave until it's over. Naturally, Lin Yan understood what Zhao Hongling meant. Zhao Hongling was afraid that the reporters would ask her questions that would be difficult to answer. However, Lin Yan couldn't care less. Be it during her racing career or her current career in the entertainment industry, she had never considered the possibility of being popular with reporters or the public. All right, follow behind me. Try not to answer the reporters' questions. Zhao Hongling glanced at Lin Yan as she spoke softly. Okay. Lin Yan nodded repeatedly. Then, Lin Yan and Zhao Hongling walked toward the club. As they neared the club, the reporters spotted Lin Yan and Zhao Hongling from afar. Lin Yan! Someone shouted. Almost instantly, all the reporters turned to look at Lin Yan. In no time at all, Lin Yan and Zhao Hongling were surrounded by reporters. Seeing this, Zhao Hongling sighed helplessly. She knew it would be like this. Lin Yan was so black that she looked like she was about to turn purple. How could the reporters let her go? Miss Lin Yan, may I know why you are here? Are you going to the clubhouse in front? A reporter asked Lin Yan hastily. Why can't I be here? Lin Yan glanced at the reporter, puzzled. Miss Lin Yan, I don't think you got a role in Legend. Or did you get invited by the production team? I'm here to eat. Lin Yan grinned. Many reporters' expressions turned strange when they heard Lin Yan. She was here for a meal? However, no one would believe her. Miss Lin Yan, when you auditioned for the role of Yeva, you claimed that you were the only one qualified to play the role. Miss Lin Yan, why did you say that? Do you need to explain yourself? I'm afraid Miss Lin Yan won't be able to explain. After all, the video is real. Lin Yan rubbed her chin and pondered for a moment. Then, she chuckled softly. I do need to explain myself. During the audition, I said that no one in the country was qualified to play Yeva. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Many reporters sneered coldly at Lin Yan. Now she knew what to say and what not to say. Lin Yan grinned and added, not only is there no one in the country who is qualified to portray Yeva, but there is no one else in the world who is more suitable than me for this role. Chapter 574. Even Zhao Hongling, who was standing next to Lin Yan, was flabbergasted. She hadn't expected Lin Yan to say something like that. She had claimed that no one in the country was more suitable than her. Now, she had claimed that the entire world was different. One of the female reporters eyed Lin Yan coldly. Miss Lin Yan, you don't have the ability to get the role, yet you claim that no one is more suitable than you. Don't you think that's ridiculous? Miss Lin Yan, everyone knows that Miss Lin Xia is Yeva's character. You know that, yet you said that. Aren't you trying to pick on Miss Lin Xia? What you're trying to say is that Miss Lin Xia isn't qualified to play Yeva, but she is your sister. She was the one who brought you into the entertainment industry and gave you the best opportunity. Before Lin Yan could speak, Zhao Hongling, who was standing next to her, suddenly stepped forward with a cold expression on her face. She scanned the reporters and said calmly, everyone, Lin Yan said that she was more suitable for the role of Yeva. When did she mention Miss Lin Xia? How can you take her words out of context and make irresponsible remarks based on your own imagination? No one knew better than Zhao Hongling how Lin Xia had plotted against her when she had been by her side. Although Lin Yan didn't say it out loud, everyone knows what she meant. The reporter sneered coldly. Lin Yan grinned and replied, I indeed think that I'm more suitable to play Yeva. I'm not targeting anyone. You think that you're more suitable for Yeva? Miss Lin Yan, do you think that your acting is better than Miss Lin Xia's? Or do you know more about racing than Miss Lin Xia? Lin Yan shrugged and replied, of course I think that I'm the best in the world. Would you deny yourself? Lin Yan's words rendered the reporter speechless. Of course, there was nothing wrong with her thinking that she was the best in the world. Everyone had the right to think that they were the best in the world. That included Lin Yan. Everyone, can you please step aside? Zhao Hongling stood in front of Lin Yan. Miss Lin Yan, as an outsider, I would like to give you a piece of advice. You won't be able to get the role, so in the future, please speak according to your capabilities. Don't speak without thinking. A female reporter glared at Lin Yan with disgust. Lin Yan didn't flare up. Instead, she grinned and replied, you're right. I've always been speaking according to my capabilities. Lin Yan trailed behind Zhao Hongling as they entered the hall. The venue was packed with people. Most of them were media reporters who had received invitations. There were also some officials from Legend who were in charge of maintaining order. The main actors were already seated on the stage. Lin Xia was among them. Legend was already in the midst of filming, and the first half of the movie had been completed. All that was left was Yeva's plot. As they hadn't found a suitable actor, they hadn't been able to film the final scenes. This press conference was mainly to announce Yeva's role, as well as some new actors from the country. Lin Yan and Zhao Hongling's appearance silenced all the reporters. All eyes were on Lin Yan. Chapter 575. Is that Lin Yan? That's weird. Why is Lin Yan here? I don't think she has been offered a role in Legend. I heard that during Lin Yan's audition, the producers wanted to give her a racer role because they knew that she was Lin Shiya's sister. However, Lin Yan rejected them. She even said that she was the only actress in the country who was qualified to play Yeva. She didn't want any other roles. Many people turned to look at Lin Yan strangely. No way. That's disgusting. She doesn't have any acting skills, and the only work she has done in all these years is meeting one's match. I think she relied on luck. How could she want to portray Yeva? What a joke. If it weren't for Miss Lin Shiya, the production team wouldn't have offered her a role. How could she reject it? Zhao Hongling's expression darkened as she listened to everyone's discussion. They had offered Lin Yan a role because of Lin Shiya? What a joke. Was she really that shameless that she could make an international production team like Legend of Mir give her face? Of course, meeting one's match had indeed improved Lin Yan's image. However, there were different opinions among the audience. Some believed that it was impossible for the production team to offer Lin Yan a role because of Lin Shiya. Perhaps Lin Yan's acting skills had won the approval of the production team, but it was true that Lin Yan had rejected the offer. Lin Shiya, who was on the stage, was startled when she saw Lin Yan. Lin Shiya's appearance had caught Lin Yan by surprise. Similarly, Lin Yan's appearance had surprised Lin Shiya as well. Lin Shiya knew that Lin Yan had auditioned for Legend. The audition video had been shot by an actress that Lin Shiya knew. That actress had sent the video to Lin Shiya immediately, and Lin Shiya had hinted for the video to be uploaded online. Lin Shiya had received news that the production team had offered Lin Yan a role, but she had rejected it. Hence, Lin Shiya was puzzled by Lin Yan's sudden appearance. Of course, there was another possibility. Lin Yan might have regretted accepting the role. However, based on Lin Shiya's understanding of the production team, once Lin Yan had rejected the role, they wouldn't have given her a chance to change her mind. Legend was an international production team with an arrogant air. They wouldn't even respect the top celebrities in the country, let alone Lin Yan. Lin Yan, Lin Shiya is your sister. Don't you think that you're the only one qualified to portray Yeva? Don't you think that's ridiculous? Miss Lin Yan, you can't compare to Miss Shiya in terms of acting and racing. Miss Shiya is a top racer in the country, while you're just a rookie racer. You relied on your family's connections to get into the team. Be it in terms of acting or racing, you still have a long way to go before Miss Shiya. Hence, do you think that you are more suitable for Yeva than Shiya? Lin Yan chuckled softly and replied, I don't compare myself to anyone. Besides, I simply think that I'm the best candidate to portray Yeva. Many reporters looked puzzled when they heard Lin Yan. Chapter 576. On the stage, Lin Shiya glanced at Lin Yan. It seemed like she didn't have to do anything. Soon, Lin Yan's career would be over. The reporters on stage and the netizens off stage were the sharpest weapons in her hands. Lin Shiya gazed at Lin Yan with a hint of pity in her eyes. Lin Yan and Lin Yan were no longer in the same world. The man that Lin Yan loved the most was in love with her. Her father had only acknowledged her as his daughter. Lin Yan could only watch as she struggled to survive in this industry. In Lin Shiya's eyes, her older sister was like a clown that she could toy with in the palm of her hand. It was a pity that Lin Yan was far from her level, so she had lost interest in Lin Yan. Lin Shiya didn't even have the desire to look Lin Yan in the eye. Miss Lin Yan, did you receive an invitation from the director of Legend? Only invited guests are allowed to enter, one of the reporters said coldly as he stared at Lin Yan. Yeah, you can't enter without an invitation. Lin Yan pondered for a moment before she shook her head. I didn't receive an invitation. Indeed, the director of Legend had invited her personally. Miss Lin Yan, in that case, I think you should leave. You're a public figure. If the security guards kick you out, you won't look good. As they spoke, Zhou Qiao, the director, and a few others walked over unhurriedly. Zhou Qiao glanced at the stage, but Lin Yan was nowhere to be seen. She's down there. The producer spotted Lin Yan and smiled at Zhou Qiao. Before Zhou Qiao could reply, one of the reporters interjected, Mr. Zhou Qiao, director. Someone didn't receive an invitation and barged in. Lin Yan glanced at the reporter and couldn't help but shake her head. How much did this reporter hate her? In order to chase her out, he had become a tattletale. Even she hadn't been treated like this when she had been vilified by the entire internet. It seemed like she had been thoroughly vilified this time. These reporters must be eager for her to die. She didn't receive an invitation? The director quipped. That's her. A female reporter pointed at Lin Yan. Zhou Qiao and the director's eyes trailed to Lin Yan. At this moment, their expressions were a little strange. Hello, director. Lin Yan smiled at the director. Miss Lin Yan, come up and take a seat, the director said. However, as soon as the director's voice fell, the expressions of the reporters who had spoken just now changed slightly. The director of Legend had invited her on stage. Under everyone's watchful eyes, Lin Yan strode to the stage with a faint smile on her face. What's going on? Lin Yan didn't receive an invitation, right? Zhou Qiao's eyes darted to the reporters. Miss Lin was personally invited by the director. Is there a problem? Hearing Zhou Qiao's words, the female reporter's expression immediately changed. Lin Yan hadn't received a written invitation. Had the director of Legend personally invited her? Chapter 577. Why did the director invite Lin Yan? This question puzzled many of the reporters present. I got it. Didn't the production crew offer Lin Yan a role during her audition? She rejected it. I guess she accepted the role later on. As soon as he finished speaking, everyone came to a sudden realization. If that was the case, everything made sense. One of the reporters sneered. I remember Lin Yan saying that she was only interested in the role of Yeva. Other than Yeva, she wasn't interested in any other role. Who doesn't know how to brag? In the end, it was because of Miss Lin Shia that she managed to get a role. Lin Yan was seated in the middle of the stage, next to the director, Zhou Qiao, and the others. There are two objectives for today's press conference. First, we are all interested in the casting of Yeva. Second, we are going to discuss the follow-up production and release date of Legend. After the press conference began, the director laughed as he looked at the audience below the stage. Legend has added a few new characters. They are all outstanding actors and actresses from the country. There are also new stories about Miss Yeva's relationships, the producer added. Legend has a new female racer named Jiang Lai. Her scenes will be filmed soon, the director added. Director, may I know who will be playing the role of Jiang Lai? The director's eyes darted to Lin Shia. He chuckled softly and said, Miss Lin Shia will be playing the role of Jiang Lai. As soon as the director finished speaking, Lin Shia and the reporters froze on the spot. It was as though they had yet to recover from their shock. After some time, one of the reporters exclaimed, Miss Lin Shia will be playing the role of Jiang Lai? Didn't the production crew announce that Miss Lin Shia would be playing the role of Yeva? Yes. Zhou Qiao nodded and grinned. However, they also mentioned that it's only a temporary decision. Yeva is still in the process of casting, so it's not confirmed yet. Lin Yan fell into deep thought. It was no wonder that Lin Shia had appeared today. The production team hadn't completely abandoned Lin Xia. Instead, they had added a new character named Jiang Lai to the cast. It was undeniable that the production crew truly loved Lin Xia. On the other hand, Lin Xia's expression changed several times in an instant. She had already signed a contract with Legend. However, it wasn't a definite role. It was just a promise that she would play a certain role in the production. However, Lin Xia had always believed that the role of Yeva belonged to her. Not too long ago, Legend had even announced that Lin Xia would play the role of Yeva. Lin Xia had never imagined that there would be such a turn of events. In fact, the production crew hadn't even informed her of the sudden change in her role. However, if she wasn't the one who played Yeva, who else could it be? While Yeva was in the country, everything had been under her control. No one was more suitable than her to play the role of Yeva. Chapter 578. Although Lin Xia was infuriated and confused, she could only force a smile. She didn't reveal any of her emotions. Recently, we discovered an outstanding actress. In our opinion, she is the most suitable candidate for the role of Yeva. Hence, a few days ago, we finally confirmed the actress to play Yeva. However, it's a pity that she isn't Miss Lin Xia. Zhou Qiao glanced at the bewildered reporters below the stage and grinned. One of the reporters asked anxiously, Mr. Zhou Qiao, if Miss Lin Xia isn't the actress who played Yeva, who is the best actress who played Yeva? Everyone started to make guesses, but they couldn't come up with any leads. Other than Lin Xia, there wasn't anyone else who was more suitable to portray Yeva. Lin Xia's acting skills were superb, and she had an elegant demeanor. She had also recently become the sponsor of a top team in the country. The top team was full of praises for Lin Xia. They claimed that Lin Xia was extremely talented and that she could compete as a professional racer. Was there anyone more suitable than Lin Xia for the role of Yeva? The director of Legend felt helpless. Actually, he also thought that Lin Xia was the most suitable actress to portray Yeva. It was a pity that Yeva hadn't taken a liking to Lin Xia. Instead, she had chosen Lin Yan. After our discussion, we have finally decided that Miss Lin Yan, who is standing next to me, will portray Yeva. Zhou Qiao turned to Lin Yan. As soon as Zhou Qiao said Lin Yan's name, the entire hall fell silent. There wasn't even the slightest noise. The reporters widened their eyes in disbelief as they stared at Lin Yan. Had they heard wrongly? The actress who would portray Yeva was even more suitable than Lin Xia. Lin Yan? Even Zhao Hongling, who was below the stage, was dumbfounded, not to mention the reporters. Zhao Hongling glanced at Lin Yan with a strange expression on her face. She had never dreamed that Lin Yan would be able to portray Yeva. However, Zhou Qiao had personally announced that Lin Yan would be the one to portray Yeva in Legend. How is that possible? Lin Xia instinctively turned to look at Lin Yan. Her eyes were filled with shock before they turned dark and gloomy. Had Lin Yan stolen the role that was supposed to belong to her? How had Lin Yan managed to do it? How could she have been chosen by Legend? Lin Yan wasn't qualified to be mentioned in the same breath as her. How could she beat her and get the role of Yeva? Even if the production crew didn't think that she was suitable, they wouldn't have chosen Lin Yan. Congratulations, sister. Lin Xia calmed down after a while. Although Lin Xia couldn't understand or accept it, the fact that Zhou Qiao and the director had announced that Lin Yan would be playing the role of Yeva was an irrefutable fact. Thank you. Lin Yan glanced at Lin Xia with a smile. Are you kidding me? Lin Yan is acting as Yeva? Lin Yan got into Legend because of Lin Xia. Why did Lin Yan end up as Yeva's actress instead of Lin Xia? This news was too explosive. For a moment, many media reporters found it hard to digest. The female reporters, who had mocked and ridiculed Lin Yan earlier, wanted to dig a hole and hide in it. Chapter 579. At that moment, many of the reporters present looked at each other with a strange look in their eyes. There had been rumors that Lin Yan had gotten into the production team because of Lin Xia. However, it seemed like that wasn't the case. The video of Lin Yan's audition had also been leaked online. In the video, Lin Yan had claimed that she was the only one qualified to play the role of Yeva. Because of this, she had been criticized by netizens and media outlets. Who would have thought that Lin Yan would actually get the role of Yeva? Not long after, many media reporters outside the club also received this unbelievable news. Lin Yan had defeated Yeva and gotten the role. The arrogant comments that she had made during the audition had turned out to be true. A female reporter glanced at Zhou Qiao with a frown. Mr. Zhou Qiao, you're Lang Mang's disciple. You're also an outstanding racer. According to what you said, Lang Mang sent you to the country to help Legend find an outstanding actress suitable for Yeva. Is that right? Hearing this, Zhou Qiao looked at the female reporter and nodded. Indeed, your understanding is correct. Okay. The female reporter quipped, in that case, we would like to ask Mr. Zhou Qiao. Is Lin Yan an outstanding actress suitable to play the role of Yeva in your eyes? As the female reporter's voice fell, some of the media reporters who wanted to say something but didn't dare to do so all softly echoed her. Mr. Zhou Qiao, director, you might not know much about Miss Lin Yan, but we know that she isn't suitable for the role of Yeva. Even without Miss Xia, Zhou Qiao glanced at the few people who spoke and chuckled. I've rarely seen reporters who act like this. Lin Yan wasn't bothered by the reporters' comments. Instead, she was reading the messages that the director had sent her. Go 11 typed, Madam Yeva, we have respected your decision and allowed Miss Lin Yan to play the role. However, the actress that you've chosen isn't very popular in the country. The director then sent Lin Yan a video that showed the reporters' comments and the negative news about her online. However, the director would never have guessed that the person sitting next to him was none other than Yeva herself. Lin Yan raised her head and glanced at the director, who was focused on sending her a message. It seemed like the director had taken a liking to Lin Xia. He wanted to make a final gamble. What if Yeva changed her mind after reading the negative news? If Yeva changed her mind, the production team wouldn't mind paying the penalty. They could get Lin Xia back. Lin Yan sent a message to the director. Yeva replied, not bad. Go 11, pretty good? Is this okay? Yeva replied, I think that Lin Yan is different from the rest. She is unique and has a unique personality. I like her because she resembles me. I think that she is the only person in the entire world who is suitable to portray my life. Go 11 was speechless. After Lin Yan sent the message, she glanced at the director, who was staring at his phone in a daze. Why did she feel sorry for Gao Fushui? P.S. 7 chapters have been updated. Sister Yen is always so awesome when she praises herself. Chapter 580. The director glanced at Lin Yan in confusion before he read Yeva's message. During the audition, Lin Yan had said that she was the only one in the entire country who was qualified to portray Yeva. She wasn't interested in any other roles. However, Yeva had told him that Lin Yan was the only one in the entire country who had the right to portray her life. What the hell was going on? Why were these two people so closely connected? Could they have been lovers in their previous lives? In fact, the director felt as though Yeva and Lin Yan were the same person. Even their words were shockingly similar. In the end, the director sighed heavily. Yeva seemed to have made up her mind to choose Lin Yan. From the looks of it, there shouldn't be any surprises. Go 11 typed, Dear Madam Yeva, are you sure you don't want to reconsider? Actually, I feel that Miss Lin Yan isn't suitable to portray you. Yeva replied, I don't care what you think. I want what I think. Go 11 was speechless. Yeva typed, of course. If you feel that it's too difficult for you, you can remove my scenes. The director broke out in a cold sweat when he read Yeva's message. He hastily typed, I suddenly feel that Miss Lin Yan is indeed a good choice. She has a good personality. Madam Yeva, you have a good eye for people. Lin Yan glanced at the director discreetly. She wished that she could stand up and give him a thumbs up. His attitude had changed so quickly, director. Some reporters asked the director a series of questions about Lin Yan. However, they realized that the director was too focused on his phone to hear them. The director snapped back to his senses. Sorry, I was chatting with Madam Yeva. Following the director's words, everyone was shocked, including Zhou Qiao, who was on the stage. Chatting with Madam Yeva? Which Madam Yeva? She is the Madam Yeva that you have imagined, the director replied. Oh my God. Is that Madam Yeva? Director, do you know Madam Yeva? Yeva was famous for refusing to meet strangers. Even the most hardcore fans couldn't meet her, let alone have her contact details to chat with her. In the public's mind, Yeva was synonymous with racing. It was as though she had dedicated her entire life to racing. Until now, not many people had seen her real face. The reporters were curious when they heard that the director was chatting with Yeva. The director chuckled. Of course I do. Miss Yeva and I are good friends. We've known each other for a long time. She really likes my work, and I'm her loyal fan. Lin Yan was speechless. Although this director was famous, she had never watched any of his films. Besides, they weren't close. Director, can we take a look at your conversation with Yeva? A reporter couldn't wait to ask. Of course not. The director frowned. This is a private matter between Madam Yeva and I. Madam Yeva is a very private person. Lin Yan was speechless. What did he mean by their privacy? Couldn't he use another term? Soon, Lin Yan received another message from the director. Go 11 typed, Madam Yeva, the reporters are very enthusiastic. They want to see our conversation. Do you think? Yeva replied, no, the director glanced at the crowd. I just asked, but Yeva said no. Chapter 581. When they left the club, it was already afternoon. Zhao Hongling, who seemed to be in a daze, glanced at Lin Yan from time to time. Lin Yan, how did you get the role of Yeva? After some time, Zhao Hongling couldn't help but ask. In Zhao Hongling's opinion, it would be a miracle if Lin Yan could get a minor role in Legend. However, when she arrived at the press conference today, Zhao Hongling realized that Lin Yan had gotten the role of Yeva. Although Yeva didn't have many scenes in the movie and had only appeared at the end, she had played an important role in the movie. In fact, the importance of this character far surpassed that of the male and female leads. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that Yeva, who didn't have many scenes, was the soul of the movie. Zhao Hongling was puzzled. Why would the production crew take a liking to Lin Yan? Recently, Lin Yan's scandals had reached their peak. Logically speaking, the production team wouldn't have given Lin Yan such an important role. Lin Yan's eyes trailed to Zhao Hongling as she contemplated this for some time. Then, she smiled at Zhao Hongling. Sister Ling, perhaps my acting skills are better. Zhao Hongling was speechless. Lin Yan's acting skills had been proven through meeting one's match. She was indeed pretty good. However, acting skills weren't enough to play a role like Yeva. Besides, Lin Shiya's acting skills weren't bad either. Hence, the production team had made the right choice by choosing Lin Shiya. Lin Shiya had returned to the office and was sitting on the couch. Her face was as dark as a thundercloud. She couldn't understand why the director and Zhou Qiao would give Lin Yan the role of Yeva. Why would they give it to her? No matter how one looked at it, Lin Yan would never get such a role. Zhao Hongling immediately called Zhou Qiao. Miss Shiya, what's the matter? Zhou Qiao's voice was heard. Mr. Zhou Qiao, I would like to know why Lin Yan got the role of Yeva. I'm just curious. Lin Shiya suppressed her anger and chuckled softly. Oh, the production crew thinks that Lin Yan is more suitable for the role. Miss Shuya, you should know that we came to the country to find a suitable candidate to portray Yeva. Hence, we can't be sure who we will choose until the last moment. A cold glint flashed across Lin Shuya's eyes. A moment later, a strange smile appeared on her face. Giving her a role like Yeva would boost her career. However, Lin Yan wasn't able to handle such a role. Lin Yan was full of negative comments. No matter how well she acted, Yeva's fans wouldn't accept the role. That would be akin to trying to kill Lin Yan. She wanted to see how long Lin Yan, who had relied on luck, could last. In a restaurant, are you full? Lin Yan glanced at Zhao Hongling with a grin. Zhao Hongling glanced at Lin Yan. You said that you would treat me to a feast, and this is it? Chapter 582. There were spicy and sour shredded potatoes, stir-fried meat with green peppers, scrambled eggs with tomatoes, and 2 bowls of rice. Sister Ling, it's just the 2 of us. It would be a waste if we order too much, quipped Lin Yan. Zhao Hongling was speechless. Zhao Hongling felt helpless. She had met stingy people before, but she had never met someone as stingy as Lin Yan. She was a public figure after all, and she had even joined an international production team. Was there a need to be so stingy? In the past, Zhao Hongling had assumed that Lin Yan was a thrifty, hardworking, and virtuous mother. However, she couldn't tell if Lin Yan was stingy or just frugal. Do you want to take the remaining shredded potatoes home? Zhao Hongling glanced at Lin Yan as she asked. Lin Yan grinned and was about to reply when her expression changed. Her eyes darted to a table in the distance. Lin Yan mulled it over for some time before she turned to Zhao Hongling. Sister Ling, you should head back first. I have something to do. Zhao Hongling nodded and replied, okay. Hold on. Sister Ling, lend me your car, said Lin Yan. Zhao Hongling didn't think twice before she placed the keys on the table. Drive carefully. This is my new car. Sister Ling, you are insulting my driving skills. Lin Yan grinned at her. Zhao Hongling was speechless. Did she really think that she was Yeva after getting the role? Driving skills? After Zhao Hongling left, Lin Yan stood up slowly and walked to the cashier. How much is it? 240 yuan. 240 for those dishes? How much are the potatoes? Asked Lin Yan. 38. Lin Yan glanced at the middle-aged man. Boss, did you dig the potatoes yourself? After she paid the bill, she took the car keys and left the shop. Lin Yan walked to the parking lot and glanced behind her, looking puzzled. Could it be that he was overthinking just now? Back at the restaurant, Lin Yan sensed that something was amiss with the last few customers. The moment they entered the restaurant, they kept sizing her up. Lin Yan slapped her forehead in exasperation. She suddenly remembered that she was a public figure and a famous actress. How could she not be famous when she was able to lead the internet trolling frenzy? Before Lin Yan could mull over this, the men from the restaurant appeared in the parking lot as well. One of the men, who was wearing a trench coat and had a buzz cut, glanced at Lin Yan. The corners of his mouth curled into a cold, sinister smile. A second later, the man made a throat-slitting gesture at her. It was her at the beach last time. Don't let her get away. One of the men glared at Lin Yan as he spoke coldly. They were speaking in a foreign language, but Lin Yan could understand them. Seaside? Lin Yan fell into deep thought at the man's words. A few seconds later, Lin Yan finally recalled that she had been attacked by a group of mysterious men at the He family's beach. Therefore, these people who appeared before him, Lin Yan opened the door and stepped on the accelerator without hesitation. She sped out of the parking lot. As the saying went, a wise man knew better than to fight when the odds were against him. 2 fists were no match for 4 hands, let alone so many. Lin Yan drove very fast. However, the car she was driving had limited horsepower, so she couldn't shake off the cars behind her. Chapter 583. F***ck, Lin Yan observed the situation through the rearview mirror. Initially, she had intended to wait for a red light. However, the car behind her had ignored the traffic rules and sped past the red light. Lin Yan had no choice but to bite the bullet and run a few red lights. Moments later, Lin Yan sped into the suburbs. There were few cars around, and the terrain was complicated. Lin Yan could use her driving skills to the fullest. Even if her feminine car didn't have enough horsepower, it shouldn't be a problem for her to shake off the car behind her. As expected, the road wasn't easy to drive on. The car behind her was driving too fast, so it almost flipped over when it passed a protruding road. The corners of Lin Yan's mouth curled into a devilish smile. Who did they think she was? How dare they race with her? However, the smile on Lin Yan's face froze in the next second. She frowned deeply. A luxurious off-road vehicle was swaying left and right as it crashed into Lin Yan's car. Lin Yan turned the steering wheel in the opposite direction to avoid it. However, Lin Yan hadn't expected that the luxury Jeep in front of her would be like a magnet. Wherever her car went, the Jeep would follow. Even a scammer wouldn't do that. The road ahead was narrow, so it wasn't easy to maneuver. Besides, the off-road vehicle seemed to be trying to scam her, so Lin Yan had no choice but to step on the brakes. Bang! Lin Yan's car had just stopped when the luxurious off-road vehicle crashed into it. The corners of Lin Yan's mouth twitched. This was the car that Sister Ling had just bought. How could someone drive a luxurious off-road vehicle to scam others? Her car had come to a complete stop. It was the car that had crashed into her. However, Lin Yan couldn't be sure if this luxurious off-road vehicle was really bad at driving or if it was in cahoots with the car behind her. A few seconds later, the luxurious off-road vehicle's door swung open. Lin Yan saw a cold and aloof man emerge from the car and walk to Lin Yan's side. The man's eyes were different from ordinary people's. They were slightly green, and his cold expression made one shudder. The man knocked on Lin Yan's car bed. Lin Yan rolled down the window. "You crashed into my car." The man stared at Lin Yan, his voice cold and emotionless. Lin Yan was dumbfounded when she heard the man. What did this man say? Did I hit his car? What the F***ck? There's a dash cam in the car. Should we turn on the recording to see who hit who? You're so good looking. You can do anything but pretend to be someone else. She had already stopped the car completely, and this man's car had crashed into her. Now, she was the one who had crashed into his car. Aren't you with the people behind us? Lin Yan frowned at the man. With that kind of appearance and temperament, he didn't seem like a scammer at all. What do you mean? The man glanced at Lin Yan expressionlessly. Lin Yan was speechless. Well, what was the saying? You can't judge a book by its cover. It seemed that he was really a scammer, but he did it at a bad time. Can you drive? The man stared at Lin Yan as he returned to the car. The corners of Lin Yan's mouth twitched as she sighed helplessly. I have the dash cam. Hurry up and leave. Chapter 584. The man's eyes gleamed coldly when he heard Lin Yan. You said that I'm a scammer. Lin Yan grinned at him. He knew his place. Wasn't it just a scammer? Take a look at the recording device, said the man. Before Lin Yan could say anything else, a loud explosion echoed behind her. Lin Yan's expression changed. They had caught up. Soon, 6 young men got out of the car. Is this man her helper? The leader of the group asked coldly. Immediately, one of the men looked at the man with dark green eyes. What's your relationship with her? However, the man didn't seem to understand their language. He turned to Lin Yan and asked, Are they talking to me? Lin Yen replied, "Of course. Can you understand what they are saying?" The man asked softly. Lin Yen didn't want to implicate innocent bystanders, so she translated, "They are saying that given your driving skills, you shouldn't be driving anymore. They are saying that they will beat you up the next time they see you driving." "Really? Are you sure?" asked the man. Lin Yen nodded furiously. "Yes, they are even more vicious than that. I'm just too embarrassed to translate. Hurry up and leave, or they will really beat you up." "I understand." The man cracked his neck gently and took off his suit jacket. Lin Yen stared at him in bewilderment as he placed it on her arm. "Hold this for me. It's very expensive." Lin Yen was speechless. Why did she have to hold his jacket for him? The man was wearing a white shirt. He gently unbuttoned the top 2 buttons and strode over to the group of young men. F***CK. "Don't," Lin Yen was dumbfounded. Was he trying to court death? Lin Yen hadn't expected this man to be so hot-tempered. She had said those words to get the man to leave. They weren't ordinary people. Each of them was very powerful. Besides, even if there were 5 or 6 ordinary people, this man wouldn't be able to defeat them. How could he fight 6 of them at once? Before Lin Yen could ponder further, she heard a loud bang. Lin Yan's expression changed instantly. The man shoved his hands into the pockets of his trousers and kicked out with his right leg. The leader of the group with the crew cut didn't know what had happened and was kicked in the neck. The man with the brush cut immediately bent over. He tried to lift his head, but the man's foot was still on his neck, making it impossible for him to move. "Oh. You're not an ordinary person." The man's eyes were emotionless as he stared at the buzz-cut man. Who the hell are you?" "We're looking for her, it has nothing to do with you." A man beside the man with the brush cut shouted coldly. "Translate," the man said expressionlessly. Lin Yen was speechless. He said he threw some broken bones on the steering wheel, and there was a dog on the seat. Even a dog can drive better than me. "Is that what you mean?" The man's voice grew colder. "Air. He also said that he wanted you to drive a scooter. You didn't listen and even hit their big brother. They want you to die a horrible death. You're dead meat." Lin Yen glanced awkwardly at the man. She had translated with such sincerity that he would probably believe her. "You're tuning into the Biyao's Wuxia Chronicles YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.